Gentlemen, gentlemen, today is a special day. Today is not about just streaming and like bashing anime and establishing a law for you anime filth. It's not just about that. Today is a bit more. Today we come with a special, with a mission, right? Today we come to intellectually defeat you all. Welcome, filth, to the anime law, where respect is a suggestion. I still cannot comprehend that statement. It traumatized me. Like, how can somebody say that with a straight face? Did he tilt the glasses in his anime imagination as he said it? Did he feel cool? Did he have hype men behind him the way rappers do, even though they say something dumb and they yell anyway? Like, what did he expect? Did explosions happen in the background and we just didn't hear them? I do not know. All I know that somebody came and he wanted to intellectually defeat me in an anime stream.
Hey man, that's what happens when you go against Berserk. We all remember what happened back in the day with the J Room, right? We were just having fun, and you got the boot. You know,
Yeah,
anime
they
fans are
booted me.
sensitive.
No, it's like you'd think I'd be trashing the president, you know? No, it's King Berserk. And I love how everybody like came to me in my circle of friends after they watched the stream, and everybody was like, "Yes, oh, like what's wrong with these guys? Like, are you talking to kids?" And bluntly, I said yes, and I'm not that old, people, you know. So when they tell me you're talking to kids, I'm talking like it's stunning, you know. It's,
But why do you
it's
even bother anymore? I guess why are we here? Right? We're trying to help you. We're trying to save you, people. And all you do is continue to spit in our faces with the equivalent of a kindergarten level argument coming on here and trying to debate cartoons, man. It's cartoons. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, who are we to judge? But like, you guys really, really care about what we have to say. I know
no, even
this
more.
because there are people to this day who still quote mangakas aren't writers. And as you saw last stream, we're willing to come in and debate it. It hurts them. They're bleeding inside, Trillian. That's the problem. Their
What was
hearts.
the argument? Their argument was like, you show up with confidence, and because of that, people may take your opinions seriously. And wait, it was just sad.
Why is
It was
confidence
so
such a
sad.
see? But that's a problem actually. That's something I want to get off my chest. Why is confidence such a taboo thing in today's society? Is it because is it only a male oriented thing? Although it's always been kind of frowned upon with females as well. So that side of the spectrum hasn't necessarily aged well because you've all heard the term the bossy chick. You know, girls hate it when you call them bossy. Well, I guess guys hate it when you try to deflect the confidence from them. I don't have a problem with confidence people or confident people. It's just you have to be able to back it up. And if you can't back it up, then you have no right being confident. You have no business hanging around with me trying to act confident because at that point you just look like an overly cocky person. And some people cannot find the line. But if you can't back basic confidence up, then I think that you transition into the territory of cockiness, which a lot of people can't get right. So I don't know. I see it as like a dying breed for the simple fact that if you say anything with any sort of remote proud volition, you are seen as a person who can't function properly in society because everyone has to be too sensitive to everyone's needs now, right?
That's the weird part, isn't it? Because I think people are. We touched on this last stream, which is people expect people to be humble, right? Like, in your opinion, you had to say it humbly. Like that rat, what's his name? That shorty, like the guy who told all that shit. What was his name?
But
That YouTuber.
who? There's a
He
lot of
reviewed his.
YouTubers who have no business
Yeah,
being confident, but
yeah,
I
like,
don't know. When
you know,
12-year-olds watch your content, I guess you can be confident because they are views, right? But it's like,
I
where are those
guess.
12-year-olds when you actually have to defend yourself in real life? Like when somebody actually challenges you on an intellectual level. Where are those fans then, right? All they can do is attack on Twitter. And if somebody's been on the internet long enough, it doesn't matter. Right? Didn't Digibro just get attacked by Bardock Obama? I didn't say Barack, I said Bardock. There's that hard D, the D with a hard landing, a dismount there. uh his fans just attacked. They swarmed Digibro for days, calling him a pedophile and sending him death threats and everything. And I'm assuming it just doesn't get to him because I don't know, people have hated him for years, right? So is that the point? But a lot of people don't get to that point, right? Especially when they first reach any sort of internet fame. The first few comments are always the hardest. Oh, this person said I suck. This person told me I should go suck a dick. This person called me gay. That's not allowed in 2018, by the way, guys. We can't call people gay. Uh, we can't call people straight just because you're not allowed to assume anymore. Uh, you can't use the F word anymore. You can't, the one that ends with a T and has two G's in the middle and an O. Can't use that word anymore, even though that was one of my favorite words. Just rest in peace to that word. That's one of my all-time favorites. I still use it occasionally, when no one's around to chastise me for it. But that used to just mean that that used to just mean bro or dude or something casual. You can't use that word anymore. That was a fun word to say too. Again, I don't know
Um,
where I'm going with this.
well, to address the impatience in the comment section, the guest is running a bit late because the guest is from my time zone, and in my time zone it's 7. Uh, I can wake up early, but not everybody can. He actually sent me a warning saying I may not wake up at 7, but I'm gonna come eventually. So, like, if you guys can wait for him, that'll be nice. And keep us company. We're great people. We're prideful apparently, and we mix pride with confidence according to the comment section, or whatever the fuck that guy said. That guy is named, right? I think people confuse being a weak ass little shit with not being confident, or with being confident. Not the other way. Not mixing being confident with being proud. We're sitting here and talking shit. That's fine. We that's our shtick. We talk shit, and we're happy about it, and we have strong opinions, and we are not scared to share them. And if that's pride, then I'm sorry, you're dumb.
But even then, why is it such a bad thing to exhibit? Because I was raised in a household where you need to put your best foot forward at all times. And there's a sort of humility that comes with that. I've never necessarily been the biggest fan of the humble part because I think people tend to take that element too far and that's what transpires. That's what I'm talking about now, but I was taught to put my best foot forward every single day. And I've heard all the sayings that follow suit with that. You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. I guess as far as like a guy's concerned, guys don't cry. It's like there's a prideness that comes with being a male. And I'm looking at this from the male perspective. There's a prideness that comes from being a male and just being a person. And people not only mistake the middle ground for not existing, but they mistake it for being dangerous, right? Isn't that the topic of toxic masculinity that's going on right now? That it's like people are too masculine. What does that mean? What does that mean if somebody's too masculine? They act like a man, like they're biologically inclined. It's hysterical to me, actually, how liberals have always been, and make no mistake, the liberals are the ones, the left is the one that is pushing this narrative of like the toxic masculinity and the future is female. I thought future was a person, but the future, it's, I don't get it. I just like why the liberals have always been the science side of things. And now they take until 2018 to start disputing basic biology.
Honestly, Louis, I don't think you're focusing on the real problems here.
No, I'm not. And
No,
that's
no,
the
no.
part that hurts me. I think I've thought about these things too much that I can't stay on topic.
No, 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 dude. The real problems are all the way in the West, in otaku land. People finally achieve. I've warned about this. I've been warning about this, and they achieved it. Not only that, they took it a few steps further. Um, VR technology has been including in pornography for a very long time, but right now, I'm saying it, and I'm warning everybody. And let this not be an advertisement to all you weirdos in the comment section. Um, they're now selling like toys, and by toys I mean balloon gals, and you put your VR and plug in your favorite waifu in there, and you just have your fun. And it's not good. It wasn't bad enough that the birth rate in Japan is declining, and everybody's not getting into relationships or anything. No, they introduced this shit now to increase immersion. Not only that, they put holograms now. I just saw this video. It was sent in my friends group, a hologram where like a bitch comes and talks to you, and she's all next to you, and she opens the lights for you the way any regular service opens lights for you if you're out and you come in, and she talks and comforts you and shit, and gets excited when you come back, like a dog gets excited when you come back from work. And guys, I'm scared. This is the future. I'm fearing. I priest against this. This is bad, guys. No,
Why
no,
aren't
this will
people
kill
taking
us.
science fiction movies seriously? They've predicted all the stuff that's going to happen, right? They predicted like the the robots that are gonna, the AI that's gonna have minds of its own, right? The sex bots. It's I'm in favor of the sex bots clearly because we have too many people. Use it to thin out the traffic a little bit. I don't need 7 billion people on my planet. I just
Well,
like
you
why
know,
it's but I know why people are concerned because people are concerned here. A country that's not making babies is a country that's doesn't necessarily have a future, and we're going through this too because for some strange reason Donald Trump is associated with danger towards children, so you're not allowed to have kids when he's president. There are a lot of people that don't want to have kids with Donald Trump as president, which is like that's a good 4 years of your life right there. All right. Let's say you're at that age as a female, your eggs don't last forever. And assuming he gets reelected, which a lot of our presidents do, if this is any indication of that trend, that's a good 8 years that you're just gonna spend not trying. Imagine talking to people about that too. It's like, why are you guys trying for children? It's like, no, we have to wait until this guy's out of office. How stupid do you think that you
the thing about, or to me about it, the scary thing about a declining birth rate is that's not how you get rid of people. You get rid of people with disease and like wars. That's how we reduce populations.
But isn't it
You
a
don't
much more
reduce.
elegant way of going about it? Scaring a
No, it's
pop.
just
I've never seen anything like it. Scaring a population without even trying into not having kids. Like, say what you will, Donald Trump's not going to do anything to the kids. Come on now. If anything, it's again the libtards that are trying to promote the whole abortion argument, and I'm not saying I agree or disagree with it, but it's like if anyone's going to pick a side there, it's kind of cut and dry.
No, here's the thing. Like the idea with declining birth rate is it's very hard to reverse, harder than people think. We don't want this to be a habit. And Japan is making it a habit, god damn it, and it'll spread because otaku culture is everywhere. It's like a fucking cancer. Just keeps spreading. And like people start marrying their body pillows. Next thing they're marrying their hologram. Next thing they're marrying their VR mate. What's next? You know,
Marrying
marriage laws are
imaginary friends.
increasing.
I'm waiting
Like,
for that one. I'm waiting for the imaginary friend. First of all, I'm waiting for the whole age is just a number movement to catch fire. Because at that point, you know who's waiting for that one. You know, like the age is just a number. Because what's going to happen eventually is just like people are going to see everyone getting married, and there will be happier marriages. There will be less divorce rate. Because how can you divorce a robot? But um, and then like I don't know if age is just a number. You're going to see kids marrying their imaginary friends because that's when like 5, 6 years old, up to like 10 at least, at most. I mean, is when kids have that imaginary friend phase. So you're going to see kids trying to marry their imaginary friends. And if we keep tolerating this, we're eventually going to get to the point where we're having kids sign marriage licenses in crayon with people that we can't even see, but they can describe perfectly.
dude, this was just sent to me. I sent it to you on Facebook. You can view it, or you can view it on stream. I didn't watch it yet.
I'm scared
Apparently,
to
there's a
screen share on stream now because I found out that was how. Oh, by the way, shout out to Toby the Nomad. He he told me how people have been getting into the stream. It's because when you screen share and like your screen is big, like if I were to screen share, I need to do this. I need to like, just make your screen the visible one, and then I need to go about the business. But if I'm the one talking, if I'm the one screen sharing, they can see the link at the very top, which I thought Google had done something to like prevent that, but I guess not. They could like, cut out the link, but whatever. So shout out to Toby the Nomad. He cracked the
all
code
right.
there.
Then all we need to do instead is to just simply say what it is. There's now a countdown for Japanese extinction.
No.
So,
We can watch the video here. I will. Let's view it. Let's view it.
all right,
But I will go to this link. I don't know how the sound situation is going to work out. I guess I'm going to have to unplug this bad boy. Whoops, just so sound comes through the speakers, and now this is how you're going to have to hear the video.
all right, fair enough. Also, the bitches who want to be on stream and we don't know who you are, we will have an episode where everybody shows up like last time. So just stop bitching, y'all, and you'll get your episode. The more you bitch, the longer it'll take. Jesus. We'll share the link. Everybody can come and just fuck around. It's fine. But until then, just be nice MVCs and comment away.
Yes. Okay, so let me go ahead and let's address the title first. Well, let's screen share it first.
Don't fuck this up, Louis. Don't want another Danny session where he comes and pretends to be smart and intellectually defeat us. Oh wait, that was his friend. Well, same potato, same thing.
All right. I think I got it down. Oh, wait, hold up. Let me back up. There is a countdown to, wait, hold on. You can't see it. There we go. There is a countdown to Japan's extinction. And it goes as such.
Let's go to the falling birth rates now. And falling birth rates can cause big problems for developed nations across the globe. And one place where this has become a major concern is Japan.
So much so that researchers there created an extinction clock showing exactly when there will be only one child under the age of 15 in all of Japan. This is so Japanese. I mean, I've lived in Japan and I love that country, and it just seems something that they would actually put together. So according to that clock, Japan is due to go extinct on August 16th in the year 3776. That's only 1,700 years away, Christine. Of course, I think a lot can happen in a millennium. So it's actually a millennium and a half. So they may be able to turn things around in time.
You can produce a lot of babies in that amount of time.
I can, for sure.
Oh, did you hear that, guys? Did you hear that? Here, Trillion, talk. Seriously, you gotta talk. Just talk. Just start talking right now.
All right, I am talking. There is words coming out of my mouth. What do I say, man? It's just like, dude, it's so weird. It's so weird. Like, people are so optimistic about the future of their nation that they start making countdowns for their extinction. This is brilliant.
Nobody really knows how short a millennium is, though, until...
No, that's assuming it stays the same rate. It will increase. That's what I'm telling you guys. Like, oh, birth control is not a problem. Less people, less traffic on the highway. Yeah. How do you reverse that, though? How do you reverse an extinct population? How do you reverse declining birth rates? That doesn't sound like something you can reverse easy.
We don't need it reversed, though. I'm happy with having less people. I really am. But I don't want to be the one to actually cause it, because chances are, if you're the one that proposes that on a legitimate scale, like assuming a powerful world leader were to stand in front of the UN at some point and make that proposition, like, we need less people, they don't smirk, they don't smile. It's not a joke. They say it with conviction, and they mean it. There's going to be silence in the room. That's a given. But I don't want to be the guy. I don't want to be that guy, because everyone, how much shit are you going to get for the rest of your life? You know how everyone has a quote that's attached to them? Like, everyone remembers a moment of yours. And depending on who your circle of friends are or your circle of association, you have a different moment that serves as their memory for you. How shitty would you have to be if, like, Justin Trudeau introduced that and that was his legacy for the rest of his life? Who the fuck am I kidding? Justin Trudeau would never. If anything, we need more babies. We need as many diverse babies in the world as we can. Everyone just needs to start fornicating. Every single race, every single religion, just have at it. No rules whatsoever. See, and I'm a fan of extremes too. So it's either like, let's start dimming it down, or let's absolutely go crazy and literally fuck our way into extinction. Because if you have too many people, that's a bad thing too.
Well, for me, I prefer the other model, which is, overpopulation happens, because generally speaking, as a rule of thumb, having more of something is better than having less of something in like 90% of every circumstance I've been in. And the solution for that is we just increase funding to send them all to Mars, and that would be interesting. But if you have less people, why would you ever go to Mars? It won't be a good business move. So
see, you've thought this through a lot more than I have. Which is fair, I'd like to think I focus on more realistic topics at the moment. And Japan's fine. Japan, I mean, granted, it is easy to say that a millennium out. But I guess I love how they've calculated that. Like, and it looks like it's just right. They look like the Mayans, that whole video, just calculating when they're going extinct. Like, fuck the end of the world. Fuck 2012. The end of the world is when the Japanese finally, when the sun never sets on the. Oh wait, that's the British Empire, huh?
Dude, you know what I don't get? The people like the anime tards who want to live in Japan. Like, that's their dream. Like, oh, I want to live in Japan. If I live in Japan, everything will be great. And I'm like, yes, that's a smart choice. Living in a place where not only 2 nuclear bombs drop, but they the dumbasses dumped their nuclear dump crap into their own ocean, because that's a reasonable thing to do, right? Well, let's just throw it into the ocean. Who cares? And that won't have any long-term effects. Not only that, earthquakes, destruction, tectonic plates, just like out the wazoo. It's worse than California with this shit. Like, they have to develop spring engineering whenever they do, like their buildings literally have to shake with a spring, so only the furniture breaks and not the main structure. It's cheaper. Like, you have to reach that level of ingenuity to preserve your buildings. You really want to live there. It was just flooded. Nobody cared, but I looked at those videos and it just flooded. 2 million people displaced out of their living homes. Yeah, that's fine. I want to live in Japan. That sounds like a brilliant place to live in. Dude, why is the food plan in Japan? Because it's so sad there. That's the only thing that can survive. That's why.
And it's all because of a waifu. Isn't Code Provider doing that right now? He's living in Japan, and I mean, what do you think is happening there right now? Like, just, can you imagine? Code Provider already got lost in Japan once. What do you think is happening now? I don't know. Somebody just told me, they're like, hey, remember that Code Provider guy who was in your stream? I'm like, oh, the guy that got that personal after he talked shit about us. And then we invited him, and then we started talking shit back. And then he got massively butthurt over that. That guy? Yeah. He's in Japan again. Remember how he got lost the first time? Yeah, I remember. Let me guess. He's there again. And he's like, what do you think is going to happen when because it is over waifus. Like, it is over anime girls. That's the saddest part. That's how you can, that's how you describe it to someone who doesn't know. If someone was born yesterday and they didn't know about the internet, and it's like, no, you don't understand. People want to go to another place that's different from here that also has real girls, but they don't want to go for the real girls. Like, they want to go for girls that are fake, but they kind of resemble the real girls. Are you following this? Does this make sense? Some alien comes down. It's like, tell me about your species. Yeah, we're not doing too hot right now.
See, this is my problem whenever people talk to me about Japan and anime and all of that stuff. And that's why when the anime law does not talk a lot about anime, but like explores culture, explores politics, explores concepts and whatever, because I think people forgot, and I noticed this in real life when you meet real anime fans, that's all they want to talk about. I always thought when you share interest with somebody, that's a point that you can explore from. So, okay, we're both interested in, say, football or ping pong. I don't know, sword fighting. That's how we start. First, we talk about this, and then we start talking about other shit we like, and maybe we find more things in common, and I discover who you are as a person. The only species of people, okay, that rejected the notion of exploring past their interest were the anime fans. All they want to talk about is anime, right? Oh, okay, do you watch TV shows? What about, Western comics? Are you into that? Well, what about regular novels? I love those. No. I only watch anime, and I speak the Japanese, and like desu, kumbaya. I don't know, right?
But I guess it wouldn't be such a problem in my book if you like just one thing, even though that's essentially impossible. But fine, you just want to focus on one thing. But you're going to bore someone. You're going to bore me. You're going to bore everyone else. It's like the people have different things that they like. And I like to think of people as like a bubble graph, right? So you have the middle, which is like, I don't know, it's your name. And then you have a bunch of other bubbles that branch off. And those are your, let's call them interests or hobbies or aspects or personality traits. And then like if somebody's bubble is just anime or different kinds of anime, it doesn't bother me per se, but I'm going to get bored with you very fast. And another problem is that they feel there's such an entitlement with that, right? Part of that has to do with the anime community. Part of that has to do with the internet. But because these guys don't stick to their own community. That was another thing I noticed. You know, it's like if somebody else says something about anime, they will not hesitate to try to destroy you simply because you're not in their frame of mind.
Intellectually destroy you.
Oh, wow, forgive me. I completely forgot.
Get your facts straight. Yeah, that's important.
Yeah. The irony in that. No, bro, and it's like,
yeah, go on.
I look at these guys, and have you ever been to a comment section on YouTube? Have you ever been to a comment section on an anime video? It's the same toxic, the same toxic. And I don't know, like when I'm scrolling down, I don't want to meet any of these people in real life, but there are people that are like, they actually respond to comments. I personally think comments are very pointless. Like they look good. They seem like a good idea on paper, like communism, but they fucking suck. Like it's just a bunch of people echoing the same thing. And if one person disagrees, which is usually the provocation for discussion, nobody ever takes it seriously because nobody can dare to be different. Nobody can dare to open a new bubble on that bubble graph.
No, I wanna find this comment and respond to it before I go on. What was it? Which is that anime fans take it too seriously and they think it's real. For Zachary saying, no, they don't think it's real. It's even worse. I actually looked this up in psychology, right? What? Usually it's the exact opposite. It's a self-insert fantasy. So what they do is they use anime as a form of escapism from their regular lives, right? So what happens is they project themselves into the story. If you notice, that's why harem shows are very popular and they sell very well. But not only that, they usually has a plain character who just reacts to things. And he just goes through the flow. I know because I watched a few. I watched a few in disgust because I had a friend who kept recommending them, and I have the decency to give people shows a shot. Never finished one, but gods, I can look at it and I know why it's appealing to people. Like you insert yourself into that harem, everybody wants you, you're awesome in there, and you just watch it. And because the character is so ambiguous, you can imagine yourself to be in there. You just insert yourself. The way you when you play a Legend of Zelda game, you insert yourself because the character doesn't talk. The way you put yourself in an MMO and play with the character you like, or Dungeons and Dragons. Well, guess what? People make fun of Dungeons and Dragons, but at least you're socializing. At least you're talking to people, real people, and after that you can go talk about other things. No, those weebs, they insert themselves there, and that's where they want to be. That's why they want to go to Japan. That they think that's life there, right?
But it's never, those shows never make sense because they always pick the most bland, ugly, scrawny, weak. Like there's no appeal, right? Like there's levels to the sexual marketplace, right? And when somebody sees a person that they are attracted to, it's like there are qualities that you can identify with. Someone looks good, or they smell good, or they have beautiful eyes, or I don't know, like this girl that I dated liked the fact, like she liked my lips. She liked the fact that I have like a thin top lips. I still don't get it to this day. But people have these quirks that they gravitate towards, and you can call them fetishes, perhaps. That can be another translation for them, but that's as far as they go, per se. But in anime, it's limited because one, it's a drawing. So aside from it's very difficult for most people to be attracted to drawings, there's not the same, how would I describe it, hyper realism that occurs with real life, right? Like if you look at a person, if you look at me and then you look at like an anime fan's rendition of me, if someone were to draw an anime version of me, an avatar, and you were to ask two different people, like, what's attractive about either one? I mean, I guess they could say that the anime avatar is less ugly because there's less hyper realism, but like the real person, me, is also more attractive because there's more hype. I'm a real person. I don't fuck with
Dude, dude,
cartoons, man.
dude, besides what you just said, I just want to bring the example. Look at, like, when we were shocked in the first episode of this season, when we caught up to the anime community and what it's up to, right? And I mean, look at the products of anime fans and look at any other hobby and just see the difference.
Okay,
Like
okay, but
YouTubers.
this person, Multi Pierce 123, just said this. And he said, it's not hard to be attracted to a drawing. It's depending on the detail, man. And that's fair. That's fair. There are people that make hyper realistic drawings of people. And those drawings are meant to accentuate the fine art elements and how you can accentuate the features on a person's body. I'm just using, like, I would imagine that when you're taking an art class and you need a model to draw, right? They bring in a naked model and your job is to replicate with a pencil alone what makes that person attractive as in the form of an art form. Even if you're making someone in a stylized form, you still need to seek out that beauty, what's attractive about it. But everyone knows that the simpler the art form gets, the harder that it is to relate. Like, you really think that people are able to relate with most anime characters on a sexually oriented level? No, it's most people watch it because there's something else that gravitates them. But it's not the fact that they want to fuck him. like I've never seen a Sakura drawing and been like, whoa, even one of Kishimoto's best and been like, whoa, she's attractive today. But then again, I guess I don't roll that way, or I haven't watched enough anime. And
No. You
is
have
there
to
really an
understand.
answer to this?
Yes, I have it actually. Dude, this topic scares me so much. I actually did a lot of work. Like,
Yeah, how much time do you have on your hands? Like, is this your purpose in life, to stop this from happening?
oh, it's not just that. Like human psychology always fascinated me, and seeing people fail all the time with things they like always bugged me, because to me it's easy to pursue the things I like, right?
Yeah.
Engineering isn't something I liked, but I got into it to get the funds for the rest of the shit, right? And it was very easy for me. So when I look at people struggling with it, I always like, what's wrong? Why are creative people depressed? Blah blah blah. And the best answer I can find, which is a topic I'm exploring, but I didn't find a full answer to. I can't give you a definitive answer, but it's between expressionism versus realism. And expressionism, that drawing, the guy will, like, that thing that goes with the weird background.
Yeah,
It's always brought to modern art,
Van
right?
Gogh.
Yes, whatever. And that picture is abstracts reality, distorts it to amplify the emotion, right? And by distorting reality, people who are of an expressionist preference, that's how they enjoy things. So they don't enjoy, for example, shows where things are hyper realistic, but they enjoy shows where things are distorted to get like the right effect. Best example I can give right now is Lord of the Rings versus Game of Thrones. Lord of the Rings was fully expressionistic. The king is the best person in existence. It's super, like, as people call it, high fantasy, right? It's so high on itself. And the idea is a lot of concepts are distorted for the purpose of amplifying the emotion. While in Game of Thrones, what it tries to explore is the depth of human corruption and exploration. It tries to add all these realistic elements to fantasy. I can argue the same for The Witcher. The Witcher novels, like, the way it goes is it's just two schools trying to do the same thing, which is express, improve, make points, and do all of that. An expressionist approach, and the other takes a realist one. Another example I can give you is a crime TV show versus, let's say, a harem show. Like, stretch, but bear with me here. In a harem show, it's very expressionistic, and the idea is you get your own emotion out of it, right? Like, you develop the emotions, you develop the things, you get the engagement from this distorted reality where everybody likes you. While in criminal shows, it shows you this criminal scum of the world, and what you're supposed to do is cheer for the good guys while being scared about all the bad guys, right? It takes a more realist approach, depending on what you mean by realist, because like fingerprints are not that accurate, right? But regardless,
why would people naturally not be inclined to be attracted to something that is a part of their or closer to their nature, right? Because I know about the expressionist versus realist approach, but I always thought that was more attributed to art, because that's your opportunity to explore more than anything. That's your opportunity to branch out from real life and to explore further from what we've fastened ourselves to, or what we are fastened to, right? We don't choose to be realistic by our own standards. But when you look at a hyper-realistic drawing, would you not be more inclined to be attracted to something that's closer to what looks like you, to what you've seen all around you? I understand seeing something different for the first time and being attracted to that, but you cannot be attracted to that. And you know what I mean?
Well, do you know the movie called I think it's Les Miserables, or Les Mis as it's referred to? That movie with Hugh Jackman, who they did the classical play Les Miserables, and or whatever, the French play, and they sang the entire way through, and Anne Hathaway got a cheap Oscar out of it.
Sounds accurate, but I haven't seen it.
Well, it's just every scene is performed by singing, right? And it's based on a novel, and the idea of the play is, it puts you in the start of the French Revolution, if I'm not mistaken. And somebody recommended this video, made me watch it, right? One of my friends. And once the movie was ending, he was really excited to know my opinion. And I told him I would have loved the story if they just focused on the plot and less on the singing, because it seemed out of place. I would have really enjoyed this more if there was no singing, and the singing would be left in the plays, like the play environment, a theater. And we discussed this a lot, because I have a realist preference in general. But he has an expressionist preference. I know that much, or I figured that much after he said this sentence that I'm going to say now. He looked at me and he said, "You see what happened in that movie? That's how I imagine life in my head. In my head, we may talk the way we're talking right now, but what it feels like in my head is the way it was portrayed in that movie." That got me thinking a lot, because that's not how I view things, right? Like, I don't view things in explosions of emotion like that, because that's what the singing is, right? An explosion of emotion. That's how it's always been. So, like, I guess it's mental wiring preference. Some people refer to it as ambience, your ambience, whatever it is. But whatever it is, it's certainly visible in people, and it shows, like in otakus, in a very unhealthy way, the expressionist route, right? And I honestly don't know how to fix it, or how to work on it, how to get it healthy, get it productive, because expressionists tend to be better artists, because they usually have better imagination. So
and they have an easier way, or rather a more creative way of relating to the psyche, to the muse, in a different way, because the realist approach is what you mentioned about the cop shows, right? You look at a cop show, it's, how he goes and he kills the bad guy or arrests the bad guy. And there may be some sort of struggle in the middle, but for the most part, it's people expect the art to end the way that they want real life to end. And that's the positive route, right? Everything turned out good at the end. and they all lived happily ever after. That's not entirely true, but I think for the most part, it's people want to see that ending because they've been so ingratiated with it, and that's people want to be happy, right? And that's the happy ending, and that's always been the identification for the happy ending. And so when I look at the expressionist route, and not only art but in life, I see it as it's taking the real and squashing it and then creating something new, which has always been fine. But again, I can't get past the artistic approach to that, because I, as a consumer of media, I've always appreciated the artistic approach to that. But from the sexual deviation into that, I haven't understood that yet. Maybe I need to do some more research in that department myself, just because
Well,
I do think I don't think the dopamine is different that we would get from art versus sex or sexual appeal or attractiveness, but I do think that the end goal, and thus the intention and the foreshadowing looking forward to that end goal, would be different, even though it is pleasure at the end of the day.
dude, if people are attracted to Sonic the Hedgehog and there are furries in the world, that's what confuses you about things. Really?
Yes, it confused, dude. You don't think that's kind of confusing? I understand people have fetishes and people like, ooh, what are we doing for our 25th anniversary? Let's spice it up, Margaret. Dress up like a fox for me. This is my long-time fantasy. You better get that off your
Dude,
chest relatively early, man, because that's some weird shit. You know, that's not weird to you. And that's the thing too. Like, I don't have a problem with it either. If somebody wants to do it, I won't stick around to watch, but you can't tell me that's not weird. Because there are things in
dude,
society that are classified as weird. Because there is a
dude,
normalcy equivalent. It's just on the
dude,
opposite side.
dude, remember that fetish test I sent you?
We gonna talk about this
Once?
in public? That was fucking weird. Yeah. Yeah,
Dude,
I know what I
remember?
got. You don't need to tell everyone.
No, no, we're not gonna. I'm not gonna share your private knowledge, right? But there's a test there, right? And I sent it to so many people. I really wanted to see what people are about, right? What is your preference beyond the thing? And so far, people are like, yes, this is what I like. None of them was like, no, this test is inaccurate, right? And it was hilarious seeing just how much quote unquote role play is one of the favorites, at least in the circles I dwell in.
But it was amongst humans. Like the interaction was with humans, right? It wasn't go find a dog and fucking
No, dude, it's like I I honestly try to get it, but all I can think about is the amount of how hot you would be in that suit, that furry suit. How would you even enjoy the sexual experience?
oh, you don't like that hot, sweaty, steamy sex, bro. You don't appreciate that. My question is like, at the end of the day, no matter what anyone wears, you have to eventually get it off in order to reach. So, I mean, at the end of the day, that only stimulates you to such an extent. Like my intent, my I cannot believe I'm talking about this. My what's the word? I really don't want to talk about this. My weird thought about this, I guess, is that the way I visualize it is that like somebody wears a fox suit and then there's a butt flap at the back, and that's how they reach skin, right? Somebody gets in the fox suit wearing nothing, they start engaging however foxes do, and eventually one of them gets bent over, turned around, and they open the butt flap and they have at it. Does that seem like a fair assertion?
Yes, yes. But let me add to the cringe.
Maybe take off the tail too, right? There's a tail attached, just like it's one of those You can take it off, and then
No.
the butt flap where it's attached to the butt flap. You just know what I mean. Am I getting a little
Like,
too weird for you guys in the comment section?
no. Let me add to the juiciness. There are communities for this shit. Like that's obvious, but they have a term for like what you perceive yourself. Like every furry thinks he's like a certain creature. You're a wolf. You're a fox. That guy's a kitten, right? So what did they refer to this? They have their own name for it. Your fursona. Yeah, I'm just gonna let you react.
I'm
I'm
not
just gonna let you.
surprised. Like it, dude. Ever since I found out about otherkin, I don't know what the world is anymore. I always knew it was weird, but it's I guess my interpretation of this is not necessarily that people like this didn't exist and that I never acknowledged them in the first place. It's more so that I didn't think they would be accepted on such a wide scale. And they really aren't, but they have found their communities. And you know what? Good for them. Good for them because everybody deserves a place to belong. But god damn, it's you can't take that shit personally. It's weird. Whatever. Get over it. You can't just walk up to someone, I think I'm a fairy. And they're like, oh, he believes it. Oh, this is the cousin you told me about. Oh, this is the weird one. Yeah, the fairy. Ah, high five. You're a fairy, right?
Dude, I have
Fairy,
no
not a
problem.
furry. But it's
I have no problem with any of this.
no, I
Except
don't.
one.
It's but when I overthink it,
No, except one thing, dude. You can. I don't care if your fantasy is like fucking sandwiches, okay? Which I've seen online and I regret seeing. All right. All right. I don't care. However, when you demand my respect for your expression, here's where I draw the line. Right? No, no. When you demand out of culture to respect you for what you do, I say no. Dude, there was a video on YouTube where like a furry convention was like blown up or some sabotage happened, right? And some news coverage were covering it. They did it like one like the gal reading the news,
is
like the
it the
two
guy
people,
that
right?
never heard of him before and he just starts cracking up? Yeah.
Starts laughing, right? And you go to the comment sections, and all these closeted furries start, typing away to intellectually defeat that guy.
Destroy.
Yeah, destroy. Sorry, and yeah, I'm sorry, and like they're just typing away, right? Um, and all you can imagine is like, imagine it. Just think about it. You never heard of this before, and you're like, people dress up as animals and fuck each other. Isn't that weird?
And
Isn't that
that's the
stupid?
thing. Like it doesn't matter because it doesn't matter how much time you've spent on the internet. Let's say you've deviated from that community for long enough and then you revisit it as I have now and you start talking about it again. The questions keep coming up because you never fully answered them the first time. You kind of let them be because you couldn't get them at that point. So you return to them with the same aptitude or lack thereof. I don't entirely get it, but they can exist. Like I don't condone anybody blowing up a furry convention. But come on, you're right. If somebody wants your respect or the respect of the masses or just of enough people in society, they must conform just a little bit. That being
just
said,
don't demand respect. Don't demand respect. Be like, that's who we are, and we just want you to recognize that, right? Dude, there's an obsession with respect in this world right now. And I know the feminists did it, or the people before them, and that gave the feminists the idea, but people are so into respect. And no, you do not demand my respect. You earn it. You earn it, and you never know. All you are required of me is social norms being appreciated, whatever they are. You go to Rome, you do the Rome things, right? Or the Roman things, the Italian things. You know, if the Italians kiss on the cheek, you kiss on the cheek. If they don't, you don't. It's that simple. It's just like we have certain rules of engagement, that allow society to function normally. I should honor that. Not even respect that. I should just honor that.
And it doesn't matter how they came to that conclusion. The fact of the matter is it exists, and it's like traffic lights. If you don't want chaos and you don't want chaos targeting you, you must conform at least a little bit. You said this to me the other day, not to me directly, but I know that you meant this. Like when you are a person in the position of the furries, you are the minority. You adapt to me. It cannot be the other way around. And that's the problem that we're experiencing right now with the world. This demand for respect, because everyone wants the respect. Everyone wants to be accepted. Everyone wants the voice. Not remembering that most people just don't goddamn give a fuck.
Not only that, look, in my culture, males wearing necklaces is kind of a gay thing, right?
Fuck you.
You know, you wear a bunch of earrings, you're fucking gay. Like that's what you're asking to get fucked up the butt, right? It's that simple here. If they see you wearing a necklace right now, things are changing, so the people are just kind of weirded out. The older generation will call you gay right away, but this is slowly shifting. But the idea is, I don't wear necklaces in public. You know, if I like a necklace, I wear it in my private circle, or I wear it out to a small drive. But I don't go to a public event like a marriage or like a marriage celebration or a graduation ceremony or a funeral wearing a necklace, because that will be considered rude, right? People will think I'm trashing their culture because it's just not accepted right now. Maybe eventually this will work itself out, but right now it's not accepted. So I mind the culture outside. And if I cannot help but wear necklaces when I get out, maybe just I shouldn't get out to these public events instead, and not fucking show up enforcing my minority rights over them, right? That's stupid. And there's no law stopping you from wearing necklaces. It's just social norms. And if you don't cater to social norms, I'm all for you. I clap and all that, but you expect the reaction, right? You expect people to trash you. You expect people to judge you. You expect people to do these things. It's just how society functions. That's how a healthy society functions. Right?
There are some fashion senses, though, that really are crimes against humanity. Like, I don't think necklaces are that bad compared to, for example, UGG boots. Those winter boots that white girls like to wear literally every time except winter. Every other time of the year. It's summertime and they're wearing yoga pants just so they can wear their Uggs. I saw a girl at the other. She was a woman, but I call her a girl just because of what she was looking, just because how she looked at the beach the other day. She showed up in a bikini, which would have been fine. You know, like you can. How can you fuck that? It's a bikini. She looked good until you get to the feet. It's like, you know, you start at the top. It's like, okay, good, 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 good. Oh. She was wearing UGG boots with high socks at the beach. How do you get that wrong? Get some flip-flops like normal people. Why, like, dude, people who wear their hats backwards. I used to do this when I was younger because you know, it's like it's kind of a rebellious thing to do. It's kind of funny. It's kind of cool. I do think the hat backwards, ironically, looks better on some people than it forwards. But there's no reason for the hat to be forward or backwards. I mean, you want the person behind you to know what you're advertising. Is that it? I don't really see any other. The hat is. Do people wear sunglasses backwards?
No, but I've seen people do it. Like
I saw a guy.
You know,
I saw a guy walking around the other day with his sunglasses on his head, which is common. I do this all the time. But he was outside. It was a sunny day, and he kept looking up and squinting at the sun. And I thought he was trying to have a staring contest that he's clearly not going to win. But the answer is on, like, you know how people sometimes can't find their phone and it's right in their hand? Where did I put it? It's like, where did I put the only thing that I need, that I purchased to help me with this dilemma right now? That's why I'm a big fan of natural selection too, if you haven't If you haven't
Dude, you
noticed.
remind me of that picture where a guy is wearing a hat backwards, has glasses on his like shirt, and he does this when looking like to look at the sun. And there are
Yeah.
two circles, dots at the glasses and the hat, and they're like, you know what? It's that, right? It's just it's every time I go back to that video where they tell you to put countries on the map and everybody just freezes, you know. Every time somebody says something stupid like that, I just remember that video.
It's one of those the Jimmy Kimmel one, right?
Yep, the same one, the very same one.
Yeah, it's one of those videos where if you're ever having a bad day or I don't know, you missed a stupid question or you just I don't know, you did something that you're clearly not proud of and that you're ashamed to talk about for at least a couple weeks. It's good to know that people like that exist, that, you know, animals like sloths exist, that there are people in this world that still put tinfoil in microwaves.
um,
Which at least that one's an honest mistake, right? But come on. Come on.
no, dude, it's fine. Be dumb. There's a difference between being dumb and being intentionally fucking ignorant. You can be dumb. I met dumb people who know they're dumb. So they just come to you. It's like, dude, you know, I need a problem with something, and it's A, B, C, and D. And I'm like, it's just this. And there's like, thank you, and sits down. Doesn't even flinch. He knows that it's beyond him, and he just comes and best be honest. Dude, I love these people. You know? Not because they make me feel smarter, but because like they did the humble thing right. You know? Being humble is about knowing your limits and knowing how to deal with them. That's all. That's what I take out of being humble, right? So somebody comes to me who cannot organize their time, for example, comes to me and asks me to organize their time or to help them out with a tip or left and right, and I help. Well, like that's great. That's by all means. Dude, I am a technologically ignorant guy. Dude, when you ask me about laptops, I tell you, like the running joke is, I tell you, you take 600 Ti, 450 SSD with turbo engines, and what you do is you go generation i6, and like just all this random mumbo jumbo that I hear my friends say whenever they're talking about laptops and PCs and the differences and all the specs, right?
And what,
And
you
all I do
expect
is like,
somebody to be sitting there taking notes?
no, just no, dude. I'm like, yeah, what you said, yeah, right, dude. I had two people come to buy my laptop for me. I just told them this is my budget. You guys just go, right? And I'm like just nodding with them because I know I'm an ignorant guy in technology, dude. The Blue Yeti. Do you know what? You know how I got the Blue Yeti? Very simple. My friend was like, I did all the research. The Blue Yeti is the best for the price. If you want to go cheap, that's the standard. All you need to do is buy it. And I'm like, buy it for me. Here's the money. Buy it for me.
Yes,
Right?
buy it for me. I don't trust. I'm so bad with technology. I don't trust myself on an Amazon search page.
Although, even though I bought from Amazon often and I'm not afraid of doing it, I still prefer to have somebody else do it for me, just for that 1% chance that I don't trust in myself, right? I just don't trust technology. It's that simple.
Are you sure
Dude,
you're
I
not the
clicked
one with
the-
self-esteem issues?
No, it's just me knowing what I am. No, like, dude, I've dealt with technology my entire life, and the only way I can stop myself from banging whatever device I have on the wall every time is just letting somebody else do it.
You know, fair enough. I mean, somebody in the comment section said that Chromebooks are the best laptops. I'll give you that right now. It's Google. It's right up their alley. They need to stop making phones, though. That's pointless. I've never seen
I know.
somebody with a Google phone. And they were pushing that so hard. It was literally in front of every YouTube clip I was watching for a good couple
Well,
of
hold
months. Like, get the Pixel. The Pixel can
Hold on.
do this. Oh, huh?
Can this Chromebook thing run games? Because if it doesn't run games, it's pointless.
It's pointless for you and your values, the same way that furries value different things.
Dude, no, dude, listen. the point of a laptop that's not called Mac is versatility, right? That's why I picked a laptop, a gaming laptop instead of a PC. I like to like go randomly to a cafe and play my game there. I don't want to take an entire truckload of PC and get it there, right? So, or get it, invest in those suitcases or whatever that people like waste their money on. Laptop is supposed to be versatile. So you pick a machine, a laptop machine that's able to do everything you want, wherever it is. Because I know that people who use Photoshop and Fusion 360 and these high-level engineering programs and creative programs um, use gaming laptops in order to get quicker, like to be comfortable. I know my brother who picked a regular laptop regrets this to this day, and he's like, "I'm gonna get a gaming laptop just to run my engineering softwares because it's just way better." So when like the first question is like, can it run high level games? Because if it can, it means the laptop will last you long because it's hard to replace laptop parts, and you can run any engine you want, no problems. Whatever the engine is, let it be games, let it be creativity, whatever. Otherwise, get a Mac if you're a peasant who likes fancy shit.
I do have a problem with the Mac culture. I bought a Mac because it's convenient and I'm used to Apple products. There's my humility coming out. I'm just as dull as you are when it comes to technology, not because I don't want to know, but well, actually, yeah, because I don't care. I really don't want to know per se. But you know, I can easily go to Best Buy and I can find somebody who I trust there, and you know, it's their job to tell me what I can get based on what my budget is. And it just seemed convenient and it works. It does what I need it to do. I'm not a PC gamer yet, so I don't need it to do anything out of this world. But that's that, right? Yeah. If you want to go ahead and you know, play your hentai games.
No, so something is weird here, which is like Sultan X, who's been like commenting like crazy. He goes like, "You don't need video games everywhere you go," and that is true. But like, don't you guys ever like go somewhere new, feel like you want a fresh experience, and you don't want to meet up with friends this time? You just want to do your own thing. So you bring a book, you bring your laptop. You know, if you have a Nintendo Switch, which I do, I bring it with me. And the idea is, you sit alone, you get yourself some coffee, and just have the day for yourself. You guys do it. Like it's fresh. It's a fresh thing. Being at home all day is not very good for you. I know you guys are anime fans, so like you're locked somewhere in a basement somewhere where the only natural light you get are like hints of the like when your mother brings you lunch. But still, go out more. Don't you have like gatherings where you guys just show up and chill? Like, you know, like some guy opens his house and you guys go there and y'all sit and just like, you don't have like, you talk for a while, and then when the night gets old, you just, everybody starts doing their own thing. Somebody starts reading a book, somebody opens the laptop. Don't you guys have that? Like, dude, it's so prevalent here. People, like, all my friends are selling their PCs and getting laptops so they can do that with us, right? We all get an Ethernet connection and we play the same game, right?
It really doesn't make sense to have a PC anymore without having a laptop as well. You're gonna, you know, our culture, we're moving around too much now. And we have too much to do, and all of that exists on the internet. So we need the outlet, we need the laptop. And if you're at home and you want to have, because you know, like gaming setups, this is a thing. People have gaming setups and they make videos bragging about how many computer monitors they bought, right? It's just a wall of like 4 computer monitors, widescreen television sets, and that's what they do. They game on them. And if you got Twitch, I guess like one screen has the comments, the other has the game, the other two have porn playing in the background, I guess, or music, Spotify, who knows. But like that would be the reason I see in 2018 to have, or if you do a lot of work at home, to have a PC, like a very powerful PC at home that you just want in your office, at your desk. But then if you want to go elsewhere, that you can take the work somewhere else, right? That you have the laptop that can just, and it's very easy nowadays with Google Docs and such. That's how I see it. I don't think technology is as complicated in the long run as people make it out to be. It's like somebody just took the big thing and turned it into a little thing. And because it's the little thing now that's more convenient, it's better.
It's just magic word to me. Even when I play my games, I always go for the same build I've found. I experiment with other builds, but the build I'm most comfortable with in almost any game is the guy that can do the most things, the versatile one, the versatile one. I've just found I found out this is my preference, which is why I picked a laptop. You see, I work in my college a lot. I don't want to use the computers there. Half of them are filled with viruses, and the other half just doesn't work properly. And if you save, it's not guaranteed that it saves it, right? And it's because they get wiped and like in the end of the day. So all I do is I simply bring my laptop there, right? That's simple. Just put it in the bag. Um, and if I'm bored, I can do that as well. I can play games there, or I can chat, or I can open up a novel I'm working on, or whatever, and just like start typing away. An essay, whatever, like a review, whatever I feel like doing. Um, Versatility. That's the word of the modern era, I think, is that everything is turning versatile. Amazon ships in 3 days to Kuwait now, where before it used to be a month. You know, this gives you options. This gives you like abilities. It's amazing, right? This era is just like, besides the weebs and besides like all the shit that's happening, the Muslim immigrants invading Europe, like all of that bullcrap. Besides all that, people are forgetting that it's just like things are getting so huge and it's beautiful. Like, those fuckers who are all about nature, like, oh, fuck urban society because this isn't natural. Well, where did we come from, bitches? Nature. Monkeys make devices too, They use spears and shit if they learn it. Does that mean that they're unnatural, No, just like, it's just we got too clever for our own good, but that doesn't mean that it's not amazing, right? I'm going off a weird rant here, but
No, it's hilarious, especially because this Zachary Sayin in the comment section mentioned how people need to go out and they need to take baby steps, right? But people should go out and with a manga volume and go read it under a tree. And I know I know a lot of people, a lot of anime fans would never do that. I know a lot of people do not read manga in public just for that very simple glance that they're going to get whenever somebody sees that the book is backwards. Dude, I've seen that glare. People just walking by like, oh, oh, fucking Naruto. What is... must be a bootleg. And they just keep walking.
Dude, you want an epic book to read in public? This bad boy here.
The Gulag Archipelago. The Gulag Archipelago. Remember that shit?
The Gulag Archipelago. Dude, you want to feel intense? Read this book in public. See the stairs. In Kuwait, you don't get the stairs because not everybody understands English properly. So when they see complex words like the Gulag Archipelago, they just say, it's a novel, right? But if somebody knows what this book is and you're reading it in public, Alexander Solzhenitsyn, Russian name, he's like, people start shaking, right? It's fucking amazing.
No, I need to find that, or I need to find the Mein Kampf. I need to find the Hitler book. Just read that. Just like, what is that? Hold on. Hear me out. I just want to see what he had to say. Maybe there was hope in here somewhere. Even a broken clock is wrong or right twice a day. Let's give everyone a chance. Come on, we're all about respect, right? Everybody has a voice. Everybody deserves to be heard. Let's get, come on. You know, he was ahead of his time too. If you think about it, let's.
Oh, dude,
Go
I
ahead, do
can't
me a
wait.
favor and address the comments for me for a little bit. I need to go piss.
All right, sure. Let me see here. Mein Kampf was adopted into a manga. You guys, you're shitting me. I have to look this up. Mein Kampf manga. Let's see. Mein Kampf, like, dude, like every. Oh, it is. It is here. I can see it. It's like Hitler manga, Mein Kampf manga online for free. Yeah, okay. I bookmarked this. Okay, I bookmarked this. I'll check it out later. That sounds amazing. But generally, Mein Kampf is like every library in Kuwait has to have a translation of Mein Kampf in Arabic. Like it's such like a classic. They just put it there. It's such a like people buy it too. Everybody's like, we want to know what Hitler is about. You know, just it's beautiful. The Communist Manifesto. Dude, I love these books, those propaganda books, because you can like smell the propaganda. And I'm not saying I don't get influence. It's just that I don't really care about having a political stance enough for me to actually justify like being influenced by these books. I just like it's just how it goes. Let me look at the comments though. Light gaming, Sultan X about light gaming. I don't know what you mean about light gaming, but the games I prefer usually are strategy games. And by strategy games, I don't mean World of Warcraft and stuff like that, but rather historical simulators. Like I love like the Paradox games, and those Paradox games. The best thing about them is um, you get to have a lot of fun with this. What I like to refer to as historical experimentation. What would happen if America became communist? What would happen if Germany formed 200 years earlier? What would happen if whatever, and you just like try to make it happen, blah blah blah, and that way I can understand the political intrigue back then, um, as well as enjoy mentally stimulating activity, right? But besides that, I play lots of games other than that, and I find no shame in it, like playing outside, because in this day and age, I think games are a better interactive form than TV, or and it's easier than books. And if the games are done right, they can really evolve into something that can be a powerful tool of learning and a powerful tool of um, skill development, character development, as you fuckers and peasants call it, right? And all of that. And it's just about it being presented in the right way and used in the right way. And I hope I'm doing it in the right way. I'm not saying I am. I truly hope so. Um, all I know is that anime isn't really being presented in the right way or used in the right way, and it saddens me, which is why I declared war on anime fans like years ago and started bashing anime like crazy, especially as a medium. It's because I see the potential, but I also see what it did. It did it wrong. You know, mangakas are not writers. What does that mean? It means they're doing it wrong. They could have done it right, and they would have earned that title, but they don't deserve it, nor should they, right? Until they get their shit up. Oh, it's not all anime, whatever. Yeah, what we take the full representative sample. You don't review something by its exception. You treat something by its general term. And if 90% of the anime are shit, then that's what, or manga even, that's what you use for your standard variation, not fucking that 1% that may be good. And they exist. Trust me, I've watched them. People have recommended good stuff, but still, like, you don't treat things by their exception. Oh, not all terrorists are bad. Like, there are some good ones. I bet there are some good ones out there.
Wait,
But you
what?
treat people who were forced into this because of their circumstance as a survival tactic. Like, they must exist, right? They're probably somewhere out there. I won't eliminate the possibility. But you treat things by their maximum.
I think our both of our hearts stopped a little bit when you said that. They're just they're not all bad. Where was I going with this shit?
No, because that's what it means. Would I play an anime game? Comment section. Toby the Nomad, right? I
Like a
did play an
story
anime game. No, I played an anime game, a bunch actually. The only one I really liked, to be honest, was called Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem Awakening and its sequel. There are earlier games, but that's what I got on my DS back in the day, or 3DS. And I really like those because I think they did the friendship power up thing correctly, and it had friendship power ups, but they did it in such a way that I didn't cringe out, and I'm happy about that. I'm like, okay, fine, you did it right this time, and they were right the second time. I'm like, fine, okay, Fire Emblem has decent writers, decent enough not to let me cringe out at least. The rest were just too bad. The JRPGs, horrible, horrible. And maybe that's not an anime game, but it certainly qualifies as much if you look at the storytelling.
No, I think when they say anime game, they mean, have you played a light novel?
Yes. I remember I discussed this in, I think, in the New Year special like 2 years ago that we did. Which is I played something with Shinsengumi on, and the idea is I know like the Meiji Restoration era, which is to me is what Japan should be happy about. Like if there's a moment in Japanese history where you should be proud, it's the Meiji Restoration, not really the Sengoku Jidai, which is like the age where the Nobunagas came out and the classical samurai period. That's not the good one. The good one was the Meiji Restoration, because people misunderstand. Japan modernized very quickly, and it's one of the 3 nations that never got colonized. That's a fucking achievement that nobody talks about, right? But I'm fangirling about a bit, but like, humor me. I don't even remember what I was.
See, that's
talking
why
about.
people want to go to Japan, though. You've misunderstood the anime fans all along. They don't want to go for the fake girls.
They want to know about the Meiji Restoration.
Yeah, they want to go talk to some people who know.
No, but in that Meiji Restoration period, yeah, I remember the point. There were shogunate forces and the imperial forces, and the imperial forces won, but the shogunate forces had a police force called the Shinsengumi, made of classical samurai guys. And what this light novel did is put a girl in the middle of a super hot Shinsengumi unit, right? And you interact with these guys and know them and try to like mate with them and stuff, and you pick your mate and blah blah blah. And it was a depressing experience, and I'm sad that I did every route simply because I wasted money on it. And at least I wanted the full experience, and I wanted to know if there's a secret ending. What can I say? I tried it. I'm ashamed that I did, honestly. But a part of me is kind of glad that I did, because now I know. I can't just be an outsider looking in. I looked on the inside, and I know it's not pleasant. It's the same thing, but for girls. You know how people watch harem shows? And girls do light novels. It's that simple.
Hey, man, never regret anything that you've ever done, because at one point, it's exactly what you wanted. Dude, isn't it funny how that started out as like a Facebook quote, a Facebook meme, one of those things, and everyone I hear now says that. Like suddenly no one has regrets. Suddenly YOLO is justified a couple years later because of that. It's like, well, it kind of makes sense. Yeah, you should never regret anything. Yeah, but because now everyone's saying it, like now because all the normies want to say it, it's lost its value. And I hate to take a hipster-like approach on an issue like that, but I don't know, the more I think about it, and perhaps I'm overthinking this again, but yeah, what's like regret exists, but like what's wrong with it existing? It exists because it's a mindset that carries over from past events and from past experiences and haunts you for the time being.
Dude, I have a principle, which is never regret something you've done, because at that time it was the right decision to do. You probably would have done the same decision if you go back.
Yeah, that's my point though. That's what I'm talking about. It's like
Yeah.
I
That's
and
yeah.
I still do hold true to that belief. But the more I've grown, I've begun to understand the realness, not just the people that say like, "Oh, I regret this," and it's like I regret going to yogurt time twice yesterday. No, the people that actually have things that have haunted them.
No, the
And
idea is people mistake learning from your mistake by doing regret, but that's the problem. Don't regret things you did, but learn from the mistakes. It's very two different things. You wouldn't have learned from the mistake if you didn't do the mistake to begin with, so you shouldn't regret it. You learn something. If anything, if a bad situation happens to you, you need to know how you can turn this into a positive experience by learning from it. But what people do is that they enter a cycle of regret, right? And they regress and they sink into themselves. And I like what, I don't know who described it as such, but one guy called it mental masturbation. Like if you sit with your regrets, you're basically doing what masturbators do instead of having sex, and having an intimate experience with somebody. So
that's
if you're
someone
addicted
being
to
yourself. When you're pitying yourself and feeling sorry for yourself because that's
well,
the regret.
well, dude, there are no people I can intellectually destroy. What do you want from me? Like I can't stand out to the gals around here without, like, I need to tilt my imaginary thing hat. Of course there's, like, I can't get anything, man. That's why I'm in a cycle of regret.
Oh, I feel you, man. I feel you. Yep. Oh,
Um,
man,
I, I,
life's hard out there.
dude, why are people in the comments like fangirling about me becoming knowledgeable in three
Oh, like
years?
yeah, like the people fangasming about you stating basic historical facts.
Like, dude, YouTube has had a boom, okay? A boom of historical shows. Go, guys. It's so easy now. This was hard. Now there's this new animation software that makes everything easy, and people are abusing it. There's, like, do you want me to give you examples? Historia Civilis, the Kings and Generals channel. What's their name? History March. All these people make very visually appealing historical period battles and analysis, and what was this back in the day, what was that back in the day. And it's so easy now. I of course I did my reading beforehand, but if you want a podcast, hardcore history, all of these just throw stuff at you. They're
Even
not
Crash
history
Course.
majors.
The
Crash
Crash
course.
Course, the
Fuck Crash
history.
course. No.
You
Crash
don't
course
like
is too,
Crash Course? Man, I grew up
dude,
on that. That's my high school
dude,
teachers used to use
Crash
that.
course.
It's an easy way out.
Yes, no, it's elementary level. They talked about Japan. Well, guess what? They never discussed the Meiji Restoration. That's the important part of Japanese history, you fucking ignorant pieces of shit.
Yeah, but you can't just send someone. Come on, man. You can't send someone to hardcore history right off the gate. Give them a place to start.
Dude, the first episode of
Dude,
Hardcore History is a 20-minute episode called Alexander versus Hitler.
and you think people are ready for that right off the
How
gate? I
simple
wasn't
can
ready for that shit right off the gate. Oh, I need to review shit.
Dude, you need to understand. You need to understand. It's easier than it's ever been. There's an entire documentary series on the Napoleonic Wars right now. There's an entire one about the Mongol conquests. And it's so easy because the map is in front of you and things are moving. Faces, right? Faces are moving around and the guy is narrating over them. It's very easy to learn. I never needed to read a book to learn about history. I'm not that into it. But you need that elementary level of, like, knowing what the fuck happened.
Toby the Nomad really is the MVP or the MVC every time, isn't he? It's been a while, man. Does Ty Lopez still exist? That guy who makes. Did you know about Ty Lopez? That guy that made knowledge videos. It's like in his garage where he just walked around and talked, but he tilted the camera as such so as to brag about his Lamborghinis that he had he had a bunch of exotic cars. And I mean, he turned out to be a fake. I think he got exposed already, but Dude, it was the most like if you couldn't tell that was a scam, or not necessarily a scam, but like an act, I don't know what to tell you. Some guy walking around in his garage, recording himself talking in front of a bunch of exotic cars about knowledge. Like, you know, for a fact, those either aren't his or that had nothing to do with how he got those. I don't think people understand. You can rent exotic cars. Like Conor McGregor did it. He rented that lime green Lamborghini before the Floyd Mayweather fight. It's not out of this world to rent the car. Buying it's a different story, but renting it, no. Like, you can drive in a Lamborghini for a couple $100 a day. It's not out of this world. You can rent one. It's not, right? So it's like all those people, because that's become, you said that YouTube has grown. There's a boom there. And somebody mentioned it. YouTube is for memes. Well, that's the great thing about YouTube. You can get hardcore history videos, not the podcast, but you can get them too. You can get hardcore history content.
No. He posts his shit on YouTube too.
That's
just
right.
Hardcore. Yeah, no. He posts the full podcast there.
Yeah. Well, but I meant like you could get hardcore history, but I meant to say hardcore history content.
Oh,
like
I see.
History that is hard. You know what I mean? Anyway, you can get that, and in the same breath, you can get meme content. Both are equally as valid. Both are equally as watched. Probably both are equally as appreciated from their own respected. Like, I can watch both, right? But there's been this sudden influx of people like Ty Lopez and people who make those like how to be successful videos. And I always try to tie it to knowledge. Like, you need to be smart, and you don't need to be smart to be successful, believe it or not. You actually don't. Like, that's to me, that's a huge overrated statement.
Yes, actually, I support you on that one.
People get successful. They find a branch, and then you have people that can propel them to where they need to be to make money off of them. If by success you mean wealth, then there's that. But why all of a sudden is there this sudden rise of, like, there's Ty Lopez, there's this Chinese investor that he's one of the top social media marketing moguls on the planet, and he makes these videos now, and it's like, I can see through your shit. Like, you're saying, and it's not necessarily the bad advice that he's giving, it's that he's disguising it as some sort of revelation of sorts. Like, ooh, be smart with your money, spend half, save half. I've never heard that one before.
Oh, dude, something like I did my research on IQ because I wanted to know whether it's legit or not or whatever. Because you don't need IQ to be whatever. I'm like, okay, let's do the test. Let's do some research. Let's find out what this actually means, right? And all that indicates is just what level of complicated job are you into, right? That's like based, like, if you want to like dumb it down to its major use, it's that. So it's an indicator of how far the food chain you can go without getting a headache, right? And like, the funniest shit is the fact that you don't need very high IQ to be a successful human being. You don't like, all you need is to be aware of one thing: your limits, right? And if you identify those and you construct your life around those, it doesn't matter how smart you are or how much your cognitive ability is. Like, most people who have this high IQ bullcrap all are failures in life, and they're socially illiterate and they can't do shit. Just ignore that, right? All you need to do in life to be successful is just to know your limitations and to find a life that's good for you, whatever it is. And a lot of people are doing it on YouTube. Dude, like, YouTube hosts some of the dumbest human beings I've seen in my life. People watch these guys. Unboxing videos, for God's sakes. Unboxing videos, right? But they still make money off it because in the end, people are entertained by their content. They don't have to be smart. I don't know where that requirement came from. All you need to do is fucking love life. You know?
It's the illusion that it's the illusion that people on the top want to give those to make it seem like it's difficult to get where they got, right? Like there are several different paths to success, which if we're attributing the wealth to be success, and there's that. But there's some people that are born with a natural talent and they exploit that, as I encourage everyone to do. There's some people that are better at that talent than others. There's some people that are better at marketing the talent. So just off of that, you have 3 different ways that you could get successful in theory by that feature, if you will. There's people that get successful off of other people's success. So it's like, for example, if you, let's say you're LeBron James's agent, you don't think that guy is one of the most successful in the business because he manages LeBron James and he's able to get him all the gigs that he wants? And LeBron James is not a smart person. Let's be real. He's not a dumb person, but I don't think, like, what do people constitute as smart? There's that question. It's like, can he, like, if you were considering a smart person, would LeBron James really be the first person that came to mind? We were talking about Katy Perry last stream. It's like, she's super successful. Would you consider her to be smart? Never in a million years. I wouldn't consider her to be smart. That said, I'd love to have a conversation with her about how she crafts music, or rather how other people craft it for her, and how long it takes her to learn that music that other people craft for her, that she's also helping make successful because of her voice. Dude, it's not even the singing talent. It's not even the ability to write good lyrics. It's the voice. Like Ariana Grande's range. I don't know why I'm on pop singers right now, but like Ariana Grande's range is success. And then all the people she brings on tour, and then all the dancers, and then like the record label, and that's the success, right?
I want to address this comment by Toby the Nomad again, which he says LeBron is more street smarts than book smarts, and that's a sad thing to hear.
I mean, I'll give him that. Yeah.
No, that's a sad thing to hear, mainly because in my life, at least, everything I've learned in school, everything I've learned in college and university after in my engineering programs that I've entered and all of that, I've always considered it as street knowledge, to be honest. Like, I never learned anything in school that I did not take out and put outside, right? Maths, whatever, right? Because, like, I really try and focus on getting it, and I don't get very good grades, to be honest with you, because that's what I focus on. I don't focus on solving the problem as much as I focus on knowing why solving the problem that way works. And what I've discovered is that not people don't do that, right? People separate these two worlds, like, oh, some guy is street smart and the other guy is book smart. And I'm like, I've always found that concept like alien to me, because I thought it was the one and the same thing. And you apply street knowledge in your exams, and you apply book knowledge, wherever it is, outside in real life, right? I've never really got this this separation. I understand why it exists and I can see it. It's just that I can't understand why people find it practical to make that distinction, right?
Well, also, where's the line between street smarts and book smarts? I understand where the extremes lie, but where's the line drawn as far as their separation? Because I had a friend once who didn't know that what was it? You know the little like credit card chip that's on the thing now?
Yeah.
You know, like he didn't he didn't know that when you slide it, you have to slide it so that like the chip gets. This was before the plug-in chip, but like when you slide the card, he didn't know what side to slide it on. And I don't know, it took him a couple minutes, but what really got me was the fact that he'd never tried. He was doing it the wrong way, but it never occurred to him that he needed to like flip the card or try a different way. And he just kept, nope, it didn't get it. Nope, it didn't get it. And the cashier too is like, keep trying it. Like if you're driving and there's a brick wall and you can go around the wall or you can turn around, anything except hit the wall. You can go over it, whatever. But you keep crashing into the wall. Like, I don't know. Like, it's using a credit card's pretty street smart, right? That would seem pretty street smart. But he's not a good student either, my friend. Anyway, like so it's like, where do we find the distinction? Now, I've understood the distinction here in this case, and I've accepted the fact that my friend could just be retarded. But there are people, I assume, who don't know basic human traits clearly, but they know
Part of
every
it
math formula known to man, and they know how to apply it.
I
What
think
exactly
most of
does
it
that get you?
let me tell you the story. So, a few years back, like I don't know how much, maybe like my first few months of driving, right? I got a car, and my dad gave me this car, gave it full insurance, and he's like, "You'll probably crash, and it's fine." So it's just like get your measure using this car, and then later it's fully insured. We can see what car you want. I've stuck to that car. It's a Nissan Altima. It's very good. I never really wanted anything beyond that. I'm a humble spender, right? Like I didn't get
Aw.
anything sporty or whatever, and um, I got my first flat tire, right? I'm like, okay, let's do this. And I'm like, I got the machine, like the thing that gets the thing out of, I don't know the English terms for all of these. And, I assumed by seeing people replace flat tires before that you put it anywhere. So I put it under my car and it started twisting and I heard a crack. And I'm like, oh shit, I think I broke something. Well, all I broke was the plastic cover, which is fine. The thing still lifted, and I still replaced the tire. That's all fine. But I never learned that there was a specific place you put that piece in order to lift the car, right? And I remember getting in high school, um, like like those lessons, like what's this called? Like we had this like a class you can choose, and if you do, you get a free spat. Like you don't need to do the driving examination. They teach you it at school, and if you pass it, you don't need to do it. You just need to drive. You don't need to do the multiple choice one. I don't know if you guys do that too, which is like, what does this sign mean? What does that sign mean? Blah blah blah. And they did some practical shit. They showed that the engines of the cars and stuff, but they never showed us how to replace a flat tire. They never showed us what we do, where we go, or how to deal with accidents. What's the system in our country? If we crash, what do we do? Do we call the cops? Do we agree and go to the police station? What do we do here? Do we just like flat out do nothing? What goes on here? I had to learn it on the street. I had to figure this out. I have to make calls like to my father. I'm like, what do I do here? In this circumstance. And I always think like, wouldn't have this been practical knowledge to be taught in schools, like how to replace a flat tire if your like electricity breaks or something, how to replace the plugs, how to deal with these small electrical stuff without feeling fear, how to change your plumbing and stuff like that. Wouldn't have been that like useful skills, basic economics, if anything, right? Like just have a class for that and have the math and have the science and have all of these, but at least give us the option to learn, right? To know these, so when we grow up, we don't feel like we don't need to call a plumber every single second, you know.
Have you seen the meme or that picture where that kid is standing near a microwave and it's open and inside there's like a cup of noodles, but it's burnt because he forgot to put water in it, and so it just flat out burnt the entire thing? There are instructions for how to do that for people like that. And it's not a bad thing because, if you know you need it, like every time I buy food or microwave food, I check the box because there are instructions and I want to get this right. And,
Yeah,
I'll
definitely.
I'll follow the directions because I'm not a dipshit. Like, I don't just assume, it says 2 minutes. Fuck that. I want it in 45 seconds. Those people that it's like, it's 2 minutes is an eternity. It's too long to wait.
Oh, dude, my favorite shit is, dude, I love buying my own IKEA pieces and putting them together, but I always follow the instruction manual. I know a friend that does it without the instruction manual, right? I'm like, you're insane, right? And he's like, what? That's the fun bit, figuring out how to put everything together. I'm like, you're insane. What? You need to follow the instructions. That's what they're there for. So yeah, I definitely get it. Uh, but it's not everybody.
It's more like, why would you not follow them? You just want to be an adventurer and spend an extra 5 hours, an extra couple of days trying to find out where everything goes. Have you ever tried to build a Lego structure without the pieces? A little manual guide where it's like, this piece, you should have this piece, you should have this piece goes here. Oh, it's fun. It's fun. You just follow the instructions. You know, that's what Legos are. I think that's what Legos really are for, is to prepare us for building actual stuff. But those people that are like, who needs, you know, the same thing happens with, and now this one's more justified, but the people who get video games and they're just like, I'm just push buttons. It's like, yeah, you're eventually going to learn, but how many tries is it going to take you for you to finally learn that X is jump or whatever? It's just save a little bit of time. It's people say like being smart's not a bad thing. Yeah, following directions is not a bad thing. Having rules is actually not a bad thing. I get it. We all like to awaken our inner rebellion every once in a while. It's cool to break rules, except it's not. Except by the time you're an old fart, maybe I'm an old soul, who knows? I just get irritated when people know the way they have to do something and they purposely decide to do it some other way, and it's inevitably going to fail.
So for the people wondering about our guest, I'm calling him right now to see whether he'll wake up or not, or if he's awake or not. But if he overslept, which tends to happen because we are on vacation after all, in my place, I guess we save him up for next time. And what we do is like maybe we get a few people in here. Like, you know, it's tradition at this point to get people late in, like in the last hour. So we might as well, if he's not showing up, let's give him like 20 more minutes or 10 more minutes. And if it's not, you guys can get in here.
But what's interesting about so Toby the Nomad mentions that his I don't think this is a guess. I think this makes sense, that the public schools want to promote liberal arts, majors, I suppose, instead of basic handiwork like carpentry and maintenance. People forget though, because people always make fun of like farmers and construction workers who actually make decent money, mind you, especially construction workers. But people think they're dumb for some reason. But I think the real people that are dumb are the ones that forget how much they signify and they represent in society. Think of it like this. If the agricultural system, which the farmers dominate, fails, the rest of the system fails. There will be no more fruits, no more vegetables, no more crops, nothing that will get up to all the people who are at the top who claim to be superior. It's like but I know the type of people that Toby's talking about, the liberal cucks that walk around thinking, well, I'm more sophisticated than the average farmer because the average farmer is the average Trump supporter. Right now, they just stereotype on steroids with that.
Let me fix my posture here for it. So because this is a topic I can talk about for a while, right? I've noticed this. First of all, like it's a common thing for people with college degrees, right? People who are in medicine are arrogant about being in medicine. People who are into engineering are arrogant about being in engineering. People who are into, but I never like usually it's just when somebody reaches PhD level on these two professions in specific, I allow them to be arrogant because honestly, it's not easy. Like I've been there, I've seen it. It's like you deserve to be arrogant if you get in there. However, if you have a PhD in like the humanities and you look at me like you're smarter than me or you're on a higher level spot, bitch, sit down. Let's have a conversation. Because as it turns out, you're as dumb gets, right? You don't need smarts to get a PhD in the humanities, whatever the humanities are. It's a procedure, right? You don't have to reinvent things. Engineers, medical professions, those guys are scientists, those guys are insane. They have to come up with new shit. All you have to do is like look up something, make a research about it, like that already exists in a formula that's already there, and ooh, now you're a PhD in the humanities, right? No, 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 no. You don't come to me like you deserve my respect. You deserve nothing. You're an educator. That's what you are. Don't walk around like you're Tesla or something. And don't, dude, look at those fuckers coming with such arrogance. Oh, these scientists, they understand art. They understand the human mind. They do not understand the historical precedents. Fuck you and all of your simple ass information coming to me like you know what's going on. You don't know what's going on. We understand the importance of plumbers. An engineer cannot work without an assistant engineer. Those guys do the work. We just happen to supervise them as our profession.
People
Right.
forget that the humanities is meant to be applied in a more, I guess you could say, superficial sense. It's meant to be applied from a distance, right? When you study something like a STEM field, more in the practical, it is practical, right? So you get involved, and you're going to be involved in essentially what many people in society are going to deem as worthy of mattering, right? It matters that we have doctors. It matters that we have engineers. And there's nothing wrong with that because, again, dare I say, if we have no civil engineers in the world, who's going to build all the structures? If we don't have people under those civil engineer managers that are actually using the manpower to build the structures, that's why I say that society would fail without the people that they claim to be at the bottom. Because these people that are at the top who claim they're so much more intelligent, if you're so badass, then clearly your PhD in humanities can build a house, right? Oh, they didn't teach you that in the and people forget that the humanities are, it's art, it's language, it's communication. Don't try to act like it's anything more than that. It has its purpose, and you can use it to teach some other perspective, a way of looking at things, usually in the media sense or usually in the artistic sense, that is not specialized in the STEM fields. There are people in STEM that don't understand a thing about the humanities, but the humanities should never try to understand what the STEM fielders do.
Dude, have you seen a more arrogant human being than an artist? And I'm specified about people who draw, like, or paint. Those two in particular. Like, have you seen a more arrogant human being? Maybe they don't show it. They do the humble thing, but just talk about their major or their specifications or their profession and see how they react. Right? Disgusting, right? The way they react.
Well,
like,
it's
dude.
because STEM is something. This is the way that I don't want to say all the humanities, but this is the way that people that you're talking about think of that. This is the way they perceive themselves, and they perceive the STEM fields, first of all, as it's something that is accepted and needed and wanted by society. So they see it as mainstream per se. Everyone, those people, they look at math and they're like, oh, math is too generic. But art is so abstract, and nobody understands art, and nobody understands my art, even though part of the artistic pursuit is to help people understand your art or understand the world around them.
Dude,
why are you acting so high and mighty about this? It's like the math guy's not pretending to be the artist. But here you are proclaiming to be that you're more important than the math guy. It's like, I don't know. Can't people just stay in their own lane?
Dude, modern poets.
Fuck.
Oh, I forgot. Dude. Should I bring out the magic book? Remember it?
The magic book. The magic book.
Bring it out. Hold on.
As a math major, I'm triggered. You fucking idiot. I defended you. I'm defending everyone right now. I just don't like people who try to act like being arrogant is this like they have this domain of arrogance over anyone, of superiority, and what matters in the world. It's like you need all this stuff. Like if somebody only had math, they would go crazy without the art. If somebody had only the art, they would die without the math.
Dude, check this out. So, these are two books, all right? These two books are books of modern poetry made by a Kuwaiti artist. Now, I bought them to see what the hype was about because people are going nuts over this shit here, right? I'm like, oh, modern poetry in English, right? This is amazing. First impression, this is the book, a white page with a bunch of ink in it, right? Very impressive cover making, but fine, Mrs. Najud al-Yagut. I will humor your plain sense of making, but like, oh, the book is signed too. I met the gal, super nice woman, but again,
available on Amazon for a very small fee of your turd.
Yes, and I don't want to trash people who do art, but I'm a guy who really believes that we shouldn't glorify things that are bad quality. We should critique things to improve them, right? That's the main point of criticism. And I'm very harsh about my criticism about things, especially when I'm critical because of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this up, right?
And you're going to torture all of us.
Yes. There we go. Dude, I kept it. Dude, it's highlighted. See? It's highlighted because like I love bringing this shit up. I'm going to read you a line of poetry, all right? First thing about modern poetry we need to understand. Rap stole the rhyming. Rap won and took the rhyming. So what poets did, instead of going rhyming, they distance themselves from rhyming because they don't want to be associated with rap. I don't understand why. Rap is amazing. If anything, that will get you more fans. But now I wrote a poetry book. I submitted it everywhere, all right? I submitted it everywhere. Everybody declined it because it rhymed. Like that was their specific reasoning. We don't want rhyming poetry because the modern poetry audience wants non-rhymes for their proses, right? So let me tell you how this goes. And this is considered like good in modern poetry standards. So like I apologize people who want stuff, who are here to have fun, don't want to be tortured, but I have to expose this bullshit, all right? So the poem is as such. The title is The Night Speaks. You can make love to it.
Stop.
Instead of what? Oh, okay. Let me give you a moment.
Okay.
You can make love to it and set it alight. Night has come. Everyone comes at night. It makes you want to as well. Do you want to come?
Do I want to wait? Whoa! Do I want to what?
No, come with that means come, not ejaculate. Get your minds out of the gutter. This is poetry. This is deep. All right. Night, lotions, potions.
Oh, there's too much sexual tension here, man.
I don't like everyone at it again and again. Rabbits at rapt speed in a temporal domain. Bang, bang. Followed by tears and heckloads of pain. All explosions are magic, then tragic, broken. Hearts and people saying they told you so, even after they did what you did. This is what you did last night. You came, and now you are crying.
What? Dude, what do you mean this is not like...
I don't know, man. I just like I'm reading this and I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, what?
how emo must you be to write this? And this is one of the uplifting ones, isn't it? 'Cause that's the way poetry books are. They only get darker and then more existential, like when more, I should say, more pseudo existential, like as they progress. So at the end, they're meant to make you feel depressed. But if you see past the bullshit, it's because poetry takes itself way too seriously now, right? Rhyming at least kind of made it fun, Dr. Seuss, right? And I'm not saying poetry has to rhyme, but come on, what does that mean? The dark comes to me, or I'm supposed to come to it, but when I do, I'm not supposed to cry. What does that mean? That's the problem with most poetry is there's a lot of direct communicators, which are usually the people who are left-brained, which are usually the people that go to the STEM fields. They don't get it. They can't get it. And so that's why they feel put down by the artists, because it's like the artist couldn't just say, it's dark out, or I'm going to wherever I'm supposed to be going. Instead, it's the night was what was it? The night came. The moon was crying. You know, dude, you can write artistically, but don't make it pretentious. And the way you do that is through breaking sentence structure, different syntax, right? You can't just have a ton of artistic sentences one after another, because then that depletes the value of the one that you're trying to get to mean something.
Yeah, dude, what I don't understand is like the comments, like their views on this book in particular, the one I showed you, the book for the people who are interested. It's called Awake in the Game of Pretending by Najud Al-Yagut. You can just look it up if you're interested. But the reviews are basically like, I could never think that somebody like could reach my heart, or like I never had a book describe my life in such a way, something stupid like that, right? It's a shame I don't have the Voiceless Diaries on me right now. Like one of the best names for a book wasted on a tragedy. I don't have it. I gave it away because people needed comedy, right? It was supposed to be a deep book, but like it's just a failure of a series of poems that are failures. And I do poetry, right? I write it. And it's, to me, it's such a pain, right? To see this creative medium being so fucking full up its own butt to the point where I just feel this, like I can't mingle with poets. Can't mingle. They suck. They're stupid.
Well,
Most of them are feminist.
I've noticed one trend with poetry is that it's become, they try to force it to be so deep because they relish in you not being able to understand it, right? They think that if you think that you can't understand it, that means it's too deep for you, and that means it's too advanced, and therefore you're not ready. Like this is some sort of superior art form. Because I have an assortment of words that I propose on a page in some way that doesn't make sense in the practical version of using them, that I'm somehow superior in my way of thinking, in my intellect to you. I mean, whatever happened to just red fish, blue fish, one fish, two fish, or whatever the Dr. Seuss poem is? It's, I don't know, it's simple. It works. I know what's being conveyed.
Dude, leave the doom and gloom for the doom and gloom experts who know how to do it right. This is not doom and gloom. This is stupid. You want doom and gloom? Look up, like, I don't know, what's his name? Lovecraft. Look up, what's the other guy's name? Like those philosophers, but who don't really philosophize by writing philosophy books, but by writing novels. What's his name? That Russian fucker.
I don't know, but have you guys seen in the comment section? Have you guys seen that that Levi the poet guy?
I'm sorry, what?
Have you seen that Levi the poet guy?
Oh fuck, Levi! No, if you play his videos, I'm quitting the stream. Fuck you. No,
Well, I do need
No.
to end it soon.
No. Don't play that guy. That guy's a nightmare.
Oh, all right. I'm only talking about him because I have to tell this story. When I was my
Okay.
senior year in high school, I made the mistake of taking a creative writing class, which is something that everybody thinks is a good idea on the surface. However, similar to all art that tries to be taught, it gets ruined because nobody wants to be taught how to do their art. Right? Unless you have the intention of like, I want to know how to do figure drawing, and that's the only reason I'm going there. But the people that are already established artists with their styles and with their egos, and they show up and then you have somebody tell them what to make their art reflect, they don't like it. And I was the same way, I'll admit it. But what I couldn't get over is on the very last day or the very last week, we went over poetry. And if you haven't looked this guy up, I encourage you to do so just to know that he exists and just to feel a little worse about the world. We marathoned video after video of this guy that my teacher loved. And everyone else, their ears were bleeding. And I went to the bathroom and I didn't come back that entire class period. I couldn't. It's just a guy yelling into his microphone about typical relationship stuff. Like, imagine if you were to conceptualize an argument before you even put it into words. That's his poetry. I don't think there's a rhyme or reason. I don't think there's a purpose. I don't think he knows what he's doing. Just that people hear angst and then they somebody understands me. Anger. That's how I like when you're in the mood to hear anger. And you hear somebody who's angry.
I want to address a comment. I will not mention those who must not be named. Fuck him and who have whatever video he stands for. But Multi Pierce says basically art is dead. I disagree with you, man. How can art be dead when Cyberpunk 77 is coming out soon? Huh? Have you ever seen the trailer? If your dick does not get hard off that trailer, you don't have a soul. No, art is not dead, man. Art is not dead. It's just you have to look to the right direction now. You cannot look to the liberal arts to teach you and how to taste it, and you don't go for elitist groups to learn it. All you need to do is actually develop your own taste and look for it, and that's all you need to do, right? Art is not dead. Actually, I agree. Art has never been more alive. It's just harder to find the good stuff now because everybody can post it. And as long as feminists are around and SJWs control the humanities, we have to purge them out. That's all we need. That's the only time where I justify the. Look at Louis posting the link on the stream. Isn't like,
You guys only got a few minutes, so if anybody wants to,
yeah, jump in. Like anybody who wants to jump in,
show us their dick.
That's our apology. Yeah, that's our apology for the guests not showing up. Let's get some people in here. It's a shame. The topic we chose for that one was kind of interesting. But how about this? We're gonna make you this promise. Promise is very simple. Next time, we fucked it up today, but next time, we're gonna actually talk about an anime. How about that? We're gonna bash/review, so you guys don't get up all my jitters and intellectually defeat me, or destroy me or whatever. We're gonna trash/review Boku no Hero, or My Hero Academia, as I like to call it. I like that one way better than Boku no Hero, and we're gonna bring a guest in to help out with both. trashing and reviewing. So, yeah. Oh, here's a guy. Hello, guy.
It's Kermit the Frog,
Who?
the Muppet, the frog from the tea drinking meme. That's none of my business.
Oh, I know him. I know him now.
He's muted. You know, he
Yeah,
wants to
he's
be on screen. He's trying to find his pants.
also
Right.
fuck Evangelion. That's that fucking show. What's your name? Let me find you. Kid Rieger, whatever. God damn. Why are people obsessed with that stupid show?
I haven't seen it, but
Evangelion.
I haven't seen it, but the culture surrounding it, why everyone worships it. Like I was watching a Digibro video the other day, and it's like the impact that this show had. Shut up.
No,
Like,
yeah,
like
but
there haven't been shows that have this impact. Like the passion in his voice, just the impact. Yeah. Have you seen the original Seven Samurai? Where's that enthusiasm? Things inspire other things.
dude, it's fine. Why are people obsessed with that edgy show?
Oh, I'm booting this,
Right?
dude. You get in every single fucking time.
Oh,
Jesus.
dude, we show up because it's our stream. You show up because you have no life. Why are you here?
Hogging the guest spots, man. This ain't
Yeah, it just shows up every time. Like it's excited. Like come on, chill. Like
No, I was waiting for it too. Like he's just watching. Maybe he'll drop the link. Maybe he'll screen share it by accident again.
oh look, we have another guy. Dude, what's your name? Kid Rieger. Show up on stream. Tell me why I'm too simple. Intellectually defeat me like that other guy. Come on, get up. Tell me why Evangelion is good and why it's deep. By all means, come, please, please. Tell me why, like, it relates to a level to a writer like Dostoevsky or Alfred Camus. By all means, come here. Come here. Tell me about the depth of modern anime. Come here, please. Please, I beg of you. Please entertain me. Let me have more content to bash you guys with, you fucking pieces of shit. Come on. Come here.
They're not coming. They're not coming after that poem. Nobody wants to come after that poem.
Yeah, I can relate. I guess Danny's just showing up to say, like, by the way, I showed up in every episode or something like that. Do you have a record? Like, I showed up on other people's streams like 3 times. I must be special.
He's technically 3 for 3 this season.
Yep.
Which is impressive considering that more people recommended everyone else instead of him.
Dude, Kid Rieger, Google Hangouts, it has an app. Just go to Google Hangouts, get the app, and just click the link. It's that simple. Don't pretend like technology is difficult. Come on.
Click the link before like people write enough comments to where you can't even scroll up to reach it far enough.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm not posting it again.
So
look at this guy. Look at this sexy bastard.
What up, what up?
Hello, who are you? Dude, like the people who showed up are not the people who were following us the entire stream. What's going on here?
Oh, there's a glitch with the Google Hangouts where they don't show you.
Season 1, but like...
No, there's a glitch though. They don't show you all the viewers with the Google Hangouts and they don't update comments as fast as they should.
Well, welcome, guy. Give us your piece, Doc. Please, introduce yourself to the people. Doc.
Skinny. Puerto Rican.
Puerto Rican. I love the Puerto Ricans. You have delicious food.
Yeah, you have to love them now because of what happened.
What happened, dude?
Oh, gee, I would think you would know.
I'm out of the loop.
You know, it's a touchy subject, the whole...
Go ahead, I don't care.
No, I'm asking you, how are you coping with it? Do you have electricity? Or at least those little toilet paper towel bombs that Trump has been basketball shit. What the fuck was that?
No, that was crazy, dude. But I mean, he looked funny, so...
Oh, high quality meme material for sure.
Yeah.
Got to bring a little bit of light to the devastation. I get it.
I'm still, like, car batteries to charge my phones from time to time.
That's the
It's
way
really
to go.
fucked up.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do
Oh,
to
wait.
survive, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait. Danny is in the comments was like, I would speak, but I was blatantly disrespected. I will not entertain such actions. Oh no. Oh no.
Don't lie.
Oh,
my
Your
no.
parents are in the room and you just wanted to join. You're listening to this on headphones. Shut up.
Blatantly dude, that guy talks politics once and he thinks like he's up there or something. Come on, we're having fun. You're gonna be like, oh, it's all about respect. Get out of here. Get out of here. Respect is a suggestion. How many times do I have to repeat it in this stream before you guys get it? But speaking of which, hello guy, what do you like? Tell us about yourself. Come on. Like you're saying 3 words every time. Come on, talk.
Who, me?
Yes.
I like Hunter x Hunter.
That's very good taste. I'm sorry for your loss.
Dude, what is the deal? Like, haven't people given up yet? It's not happening. It's not coming. It will not be completed.
It's
Not with
okay.
that artwork.
I'm okay with that.
Are you though? Are you? Like
part
that's
of
the
me-
first thing. Like when we asked you what you like that was the first thing that came to mind. Like I like Hunter x Hunter. Are you sure you're okay
Yeah.
with it not or ending incomplete?
But are you okay with Black Lagoon ever ending?
No,
It doesn't look like it will either.
but I'm not like the guy that's over here saying I cannot like fathom if Black Lagoon doesn't end. It must end.
I
I
know
accept
how
it.
notorious this, anime law is, but it's still anime, so that's what you ask me what I like Hunter x Hunter.
Well, I mean,
Well-
but like anything. I mean, do you like girls? Like you could have said that first.
Come on, dude.
I feel you. It's fine. It's fine. Hunter x Hunter. All right. Well, I'm not. I don't know anything about Hunter x Hunter other than the artwork, and I don't want to talk about it. But I think we have somebody who's willing to entertain that topic at least.
Well, whenever I ask people what do they like, the reason I do that is to understand what they're about. So by all means, just say Hunter x Hunter, but say other stuff. Let me understand what your mental state is. Like that's why I ask people what they like. After all,
I just remember last time I saw an anime law, I think it was season 2. I saw you saying that DC Comics were actually like good, literature. Yeah, you showed a Deathstroke one, and I have it over here. I haven't read it though.
This dude tracked down the same comic you have, Trillion.
No, I had it. I had it before that. I bought it on. It was the same volume he had,
And do you think
but I
yeah,
still haven't read it. I just
Okay.
bought it for a collection.
well, in my case, when I really thought that DC and Marvel had super trash comics, but when
Yeah.
I opened them up and gave them a chance, I was surprised, pleasantly surprised that okay, it's a superhero show, but if you know what it is and you open it with that mentality, you kind of enjoy yourself, and that's all I want out of my content, like out of my comics. I want to enjoy myself in the end. So yeah, DC comics are kind of fun.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't read
Louis,
a
I think
DC or
that-
Marvel comic in a long time. Which is funny because there's a comic book shop 2 blocks from my work, and like 10 minutes from where I live, so I could walk there on any given day. But I think what really turned me off is when you walk through, they have like by the window they have cardboard cutouts of Star Wars characters, and they have them outside, and people steal them. And like they're in the it's funny, they're in the middle of the sidewalk. So it's like people knock them over, and it's just, but everybody always takes pictures with the Leia one. It's hilarious to me. So
I mean,
don't
I
know
don't
if that's
blame them.
I don't know if that's the culture that I want to support, though. You know what I mean? It's like keep it inside.
Yeah.
Okay, they're children outside.
Well,
No.
first things first. What? No. Like, check out the comments, Louis. See Danny like dealing with the disrespect.
Why is Danny's damage controlling from the comment section when he's in the stream?
No,
That's
he
like
can't
yelling
talk
at
to us.
somebody. That's like yelling at how somebody should be driving when they're in the driver's seat.
Oh, he should. No, he should have treated you well. Like, I don't understand this fucking moral high ground bullshit. Can't just like, what are you guys like? Like, are people that sensitive in the U.S.? Like, Puerto Rican guy, do you have American friends? Like, Skinny, your name? Yeah, let's call you by your name. Like, do you have American friends? Are they this sensitive? Because Louis isn't, and that's the only guy I know.
I mean, a little bit, but it's not that much of a difference. But I mean, I'm Puerto Rican. Here, people don't give a fuck.
Yeah, right. I know. That's how it should be,
Yeah.
dude. I can tell the
But
quality of the nation by the state of its food. I swear. Like, it's amazing. Okay, I'm just saying. I tasted Puerto Rican food. It's fucking magnificent. What do you guys do there? How do you come up with this shit?
I don't know. I don't know how to cook, but I do like, the food over here. I mean, I can cook stupid shit like
I feel
stuff,
you. Like cereal,
using
pizza
YouTube.
rolls.
I try to do rice, beans, that kind of shit.
That's fair.
Like, that's fair. Yeah, we like all guys have to deal with this cooking syndrome when at least on our level, not people who actually pursue cooking.
Yeah.
I'm limited to simple dishes too. I mean, I'm told I can cook the fuck out of some eggs. I'm told that much. Like, I have a special touch to that, but otherwise, I'm not really. Ooh, we have a new guy.
Yo, Danny, guess who's back? It's Gogeta, bro. It's Gogeta.
Yo, I thought that was Danny for a second.
No, it's not.
Like he had a third time skip.
I was in his old live streams. I was in his old live streams from back in the day. Way back.
Is that factual?
Like 2014.
Wait a second. You're Sultan X, the legendary commenter.
Yeah.
I appreciate you showing up every time, man. Like, maybe we don't say it and we bash all of you, but I appreciate you guys tuning in, and I appreciate that you guys comment all the time. It's really
Trillion, no weakness. Do not show appreciation.
Patience.
What? Like, real talk, right? Real talk.
No. Okay, look, girls love it when guys treat them like shit. Okay.
That's true.
Okay, we keep that tradition alive here. We treat everyone like shit, and they keep coming back.
All right. Why are you guys in my fucking stream? Do you want to waste time here?
Oh, did I hear my?
Is that why you share the link?
Did I hear my? I posted the link because it's my stream, and I want to make it open to the rest of you peasants, especially Danny, who is still. Is there a way to unmute him myself?
I don't know. It took me forever to get the Google Hangouts link to work, though. I had to like send the link to myself in the Hangouts app and then open the link in the Hangouts app to finally get it to work. It's so slow on Android. It's
That's first world problems right there, man.
And we have Toby the Nomad on.
It takes for this shit to work.
Yo, what is up, guys?
What is up, my guys? How are you all doing? How are you all doing here?
Yo, I'm good.
Amazing? All our commenters are here. All our tough guys are here. What's up? Just talk, people. I'll stop talking. Just you.
What happened to your face? Where is it?
Oh man.
Oh.
Yo. Shit is crazy.
Yo.
There we go. I'm back.
Honestly, the live streams were by far the best part of the YouTube anime community. Like, there are some other content, but like people were there for the live streams. He had the Cloud Village, he had the Day Room, he had the Anime Law, Oh shit! What was that?
Wait, hold on. Who were the first two that you mentioned?
The Cloud Village.
Who?
You know, the Cloud Village. That's like
The
with King
Cloud
of
Village
Lightning,
was
Who?
Joten, King of Lightning, Uber Hikari.
all the
Who?
black anime YouTubers.
Yo,
Who? Uber. Who?
Battle Dome.
Dude, you're gonna go insane like Fusi did.
Bruh, Sultan, don't worry. Louis
That's where that's
trolling you.
from, huh? That dickhead with the with the hat.
Yeah.
Who?
Yo,
What is he, fucking owl?
Yo, I just want to say shout out to Danny for sending all those invitations. Just so
Yeah, he
you
did
know.
one thing productive today. Yeah, that's good.
Someone as a friend on.
Well, Danny, he's probably emailing all you guys, right? I saw his comments about wanting you guys to drop your email so he can email you and be like, say this for me, because there's no way that my parents would allow me to say it in front of them. What is he at a
Wait.
family dinner? He just got bored, went to the bathroom, and just started.
Danny, you still in Cali? You still in Cali?
He can't talk right now, remember?
What happened?
No, I don't remember. What happened?
I don't know. I thought you guys muted him.
That's what happened.
Nope. We did
muted
not.
himself.
We did not.
Oh, he muted himself. Then he must be doing something then.
He's just
Well,
salty.
look, when you're in the anime law, this needs to be your number one priority. All right.
Speak.
Can you hear me?
Now
Yes, we
let's
can.
get back to the
Oh.
matter at hand. Uber who?
Uber Hikari, my guy. No frills, just the analysis, my guy.
Who?
He might be dead though.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while.
Oh, the guy with the glasses who sits in his basement with the cotton candy hair.
And
Makes
white
videos
the plain
hours
white
long
t-shirt.
about
Plain
why
white
somebody's character. What?
Every time, plain white t-shirt. There is Otaku Wasambo!
Yo.
Yo, the guy with the dreads. That guy was hilarious, man.
Yo,
that
Larry.
guy was Uber's little henchman.
No, he wasn't.
No, like not his henchman, but like his his Robin.
Yo, remember when Larry and Jotun had beef? Yo, that shit was crazy, bro.
Who's
those
Larry?
two did not like each. Larry is Otaku Assemble. That's his first name.
Yeah, Larry Williams. Yeah, the dude with the dreads.
Larry, wait, his name's Larry.
Yeah,
his
name is Larry. Yeah, I was surprised too, but it's whatever. Larry seems like a smart dude, so
He doesn't look like a Larry though. You get my drift?
Yo, we're still waiting for
I see.
Totem. We're still waiting for Totems, bro. We're still waiting for Totems. That's his comic book series.
I'm still waiting for Sawyer's story. Remember when he posted that little like Google Paint or Microsoft Paint storyline?
Like that was a pattern. Like every content creator was making a manga or making a comic. Like he had Totems. Jotun has his manga. He's trying to make. Like, everybody's trying to make their own manga.
No, but it's like, look, you don't have the funds, you don't have the skill. Wait a little, right?
It's uninspired. It's uninspired. It's just based off shit you've seen as a kid, and you like, oh, let me just throw some shit together from what I've seen. It's not you. Everything you've seen that you like is a reflection of the person who made it. That's their vision. That's their blood. That's their sweat. You just, let me throw some shit together that looks cool. Ooh, swords. Ooh, assassins. Oh, that shit's nice. Oh, nothing. It's not you.
Okay.
Sorry for getting a little philosophical, but,
Yo, Trillion, what have you been up to? Because last time I saw you, you had like no beard. Now it looks like you came back from a long time skip from training. And
Stop saying that. Fucking dudes with your
Dude,
anime references.
Dude, nothing happened. It's just I watched videos, I read books, I studied my engineering. I did what I do. I'm always active. I'll give you that. I'm always into a new thing, and I think that's an advantage I have, that I always keep on trying new things. But that's pretty much it. The rest is just regular.
But
Yeah,
how
I
do
got
you
you.
have that beard? Y'all got late?
I've always had
Okay.
the ability to grow a beard. It just wasn't fully grown. I didn't want it to be too patchy, so I waited until it's patchy enough, and that's why when I started growing it. It was a few months ago, so um, I started about a month and a half back. That's when, like, right now I didn't shave it yet. I'm gonna shave it soon, and by shave it, just make it prettier. Nothing too major. Just I'm gonna keep the beard. I'm loving the new look. It's just fresh.
So people in Puerto Rico like to say that when you suddenly grow a beard, you either get pussy or you smoke a lot of weed. Is that factual?
Well, it's certainly not the
What's-
first.
well, I smoke a lot of tobacco. Does that count? Like pipe,
You got to get
cigars,
the big
shisha,
bus of the
hookah,
business
whatever
that
you
all good.
want.
You got to get the bus.
Yo, I didn't know we had Arnold in the stream, bro. I've
You
been
got
waiting
to
my whole life to get a celebrity, a real celebrity on here.
get to the chopper.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
just ask him, like, how does it feel to be a movie? How did it feel when you were first starting out, knowing that every script somebody gave you, they probably weren't going to be able to understand your rendition of it?
You blew my cover.
Yo, wait, hold up. Okay, so Louis, what have you been up to?
The thing about Arnold, that scream he does when he gets caught off guard.
Dude, why is it that everyone can do a perfect Arnold impression?
You
can't mess it up.
I am cringing, bro. I thought Sultan X was chill, but now I don't know.
My favorite impression is a Borat impression. That shit is Borat. That shit is hilarious to me. Oh shit, that's one.
So we got a voice actor in the anime law now.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a job at Funimation. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Fuck
Hey,
Funimation.
no, you need to get
Fuck
a
Funimation.
no, you need to get a job for voice acting that new Crunchyroll anime, man.
You know who
Okay. Don't remind me.
lamest voice actor is right now? Chris Sabat. Chris Sabat is lame as fuck.
Wait, whoa, what?
His characters sound so similar. Like All Might is just Piccolo. All Might is literally Piccolo.
Bruh, Chris Sabat is the reason why anime is such a huge success in the West.
Okay, well he's lame
False.
now. Here's the thing. I can appreciate what someone has done and still talk shit about what they fucked up on. Okay? Like you're awesome for the good stuff you did. Thank you. I'm grateful. But this other shit is whack. Okay? Like you can do that. You can do that.
Is this where we've gotten though? The point
Yeah.
where we're worshiping or we actually know the names of voice actors?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
Yeah.
weird.
I
The
mean,
only
I
reason
agree
I
with
know
that.
is because of the only reason we know voice actors is because the English dub voice actor pool is so concentrated because there's just a lack of people that want to do that kind of work that we keep hearing the same similar voices in all the anime that gets dubbed over and over and over. So it's just bound to happen that you're going to know a name or two.
Yeah, this is a factual statement.
Oh no.
It's so concentrated.
Hey, does somebody have Swagura's information?
he's
Like,
trying.
I don't know
Danny just invited him. Danny added him into the group.
Okay, when he
so-
comes in, I want everyone, and I mean everyone, to tell him to delete his channel. Just attack him until he does it. I
don't
want
have-
him to delete it midstream and for him to just disappear.
No man,
We're-
no man, that's disrespectful. We can't do that.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's
Hey,
bullying, right?
shout out to
Cyberbullying.
respect.
That's a big deal, man.
Shout out to
Ask
respect. It's
Melania.
all about the
Hold up.
respect.
No,
Gotta put
he's
respect
back.
on people's names. If you don't got respect for nobody, then you a sad man.
Hey, the man's
you don't
unmuted
have
now.
Others, you
Who's
don't
Danny
have
talking?
respect for yourself. Disrespecting others is disrespecting yourself.
Yo, did you go to
you're
your garage or something? You get away from the
horrible.
living room? That was Danny, right?
He's gonna
Yeah,
mute
that-
himself again, dude.
And just want to make sure. Can
Yeah,
you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me?
Louis. Look how you did.
Yeah, I can hear you.
We
Oh,
can hear
fuck
you. Yeah.
Someone
He's muted again.
acknowledges me.
Damn.
Yeah, Danny
Actually-
muted again.
Actually, does Nexus have the link? Does Nexus have it?
Nexus is too busy fucking with them Clemson. No, I'm just kidding. Nexus is too busy chilling at Clemson right now, so I don't think he's gonna be in the stream.
He started college. I remember he started college.
Invite
Yeah.
Nexus and tell him to bring all of his college friends. Let's have a party, bro.
All right,
Yeah, why
I
not?
got you, my fan.
Chromebooks really are the best laptops, though. They really are.
This dude remembered this dude remembered that exact comment. He was waiting.
Dude, like if again, versatility. That's my argument. Can it run games? Can it run complex
You
programs?
don't
If it
do
can,
games when you're outside. Why do you need to do everything? Well, enjoy being outside. Leave it casual. You just when you're outside, keep it casual. Game all you
Well,
want when you're at home. If I'm
why-
outside, the most I'll do is like some light gaming. That's all I want, you know? Because it's like
Dude.
laptops don't even last that long anyway. You're paying such a premium to get powerful gaming laptops. It'll only last you a couple of years, no matter how good it is, just because of the fact that it's a laptop trying to shove all this crap in to a small space. And
Well,
you can't
here's the thing.
like normal computer, so the technology is bound to get updated. You have to replace the laptop.
Have you never been in a friend's house and wanted to play a game with them, and you have it on your computer?
Well, you just use the console.
We'll do something else. I'm not gonna get a gaming laptop just to play some games. If we want to play games, we'll play some light games. We'll find a way, but we're not gonna do all this. Ooh, I need 1080p, 60 frames per second bare minimum with me at all times. It's just not gonna happen. I don't need it with me at all times. You know, there's other things to do. Like, I don't know, outside things, like walking.
That's fair enough. But here's the thing: I'm pro versatility. That's all I'm saying, man.
Okay, listen. But that's for your lifestyle. You know
Yeah.
what? Let me change it. Let's say that's just what I want and that's what you want because you're a guy who's very mobile, okay? If you're a guy who doesn't have the time to be at home every night to get maybe an hour or two of gaming in every day, you know, you're out of the house all the time, maybe you want something like that to get your friends together, each person with their own laptop to do something. But what I'm saying is, even if you want a gaming laptop, you don't need all the power. You don't need everything with you, you know? Just keep it casual. You know, put on a light game, you know? What are you talking to?
Yeah, but
Google Hangouts.
what if I want to, like, again, why pick a machine, if you can afford it, of course, why you pick a machine that's inferior when you can pick a machine that's superior?
Leave me alone.
Wait, what?
This guy.
No, I'm talking to my brother. My brother.
Oh, say hi to your brother for me.
Your dick. Ollie, shut the fuck up.
For a second that I thought that
Oh,
really
okay.
destroyed him.
Hey, can we all take a moment
Stop.
to ask
Okay.
who the hell is this guy?
If you eat your beans, it makes your sperm big, strong, and muscly.
Oh yeah, man.
What?
Who are you? I can't see the full name.
This stream has hit a new low. No offense.
We are constantly outdoing ourselves to see how low to the ground we can go. Right now, we're beneath the earth. Next stop, hell.
No,
Oh yeah, dude. Let's go under hell. That's what we're gonna do next time.
I'm sorry about that.
no, please get your brother.
Did this dude just like get in a fight, jacking off his brother or something?
Oh my god.
Yeah, and of course he doesn't mute himself. Right now, everyone's muting each other, and then when it doesn't, when it needs to be muted most, this dude doesn't do it.
Look at him.
Listen,
Go away, Ollie! Shut up.
Oh,
Ollie, like the character from Game of Thrones, the ginger that almost
No.
kills Jon Snow.
no.
Yo, you look like Comic Historian. No offense.
My God.
Fuck historian. Who said that shit? Fuck that dude. Fuck his channel. His like over exaggerated readings of the fucking comment.
He's cool, dude.
Garbage. It's garbage. It's garbage. Stop.
Okay, I think we get it.
Dude, I don't even know what's going on at this point.
No.
Yo,
I
yo,
Trillion
Trillion, what?
Dead, dude.
look like Trillion without a beard.
Yo, Trillion, where's your guest? The guy you were supposed to bring in.
Oh, this.
I assume
There
he's
never was
he's
a guest.
sleeping right now. Like the topic was
Guest
hot, dude.
never existed.
Well, I'll leave that up to you guys when he shows up in the future. But I guess he overslept this time. I'm gonna bash him for it, but
Listen,
well, that's what happens.
we have a sizable cast selection. We can have an entertaining live stream.
Yo, speaking of which, yo, Louis, you said last stream you were up to debate Uber Hikari and have a continuation of the Mazaku and King A's soccer debate, right?
Yeah, and Uber hasn't pulled up, and
Uber's
King
gone.
Ace-
Uber disappeared from the internet. Period. You can't find him on any.
Did you just interrupt me, good
Yes,
sir?
I did. Yes, I did.
On
I'm
my
sorry, but I did. But I did. It happened. But I'm sorry. It still happened, though. Still happened.
Anyhow.
Stop moving around.
He's giving me anxiety, dude.
Dude, it's like, you know, when the kid gets the triangle in the band, like he hits the triangle way too excitedly, you know?
A little.
Oh my god.
No, bro, that's his brother, Ollie.
No. He's not here. No,
I will
that's
say
me.
it. I've said it before. I will say it again. If you want to see Uber get intellectually destroyed, like for real, that means I won't get high before the stream. I won't masturbate 4 times before it. I won't get drunk. I'll come in ready to play. Then you hit him up and you tell him the king has shut up. The king has summoned him forth.
I'll
Let
see
me
if
get
I can
this
try
out.
him.
Yeah, Uber need
No.
games, man. He need to make his 8th comeback.
Louis versus Uber. Ooh, wowie. Ooh, wowie.
And we'll get this guy to do the voiceover for the versus battle.
Ooh. Uber versus Louis. Ooh, wowie. Who'll win? Great success.
No, can you imagine it? Like Louis attacks, or Louis uses intellectual destroying, and Uber counters with pretentious overthinking. Then I have
Uber
the snob
attacks
as a
with
support
character
character.
complexity. Super effective.
I'll have the snob as a support character. Either him or who else does Uber 8? Either him or Double Four.
Double 4 and Bleach Fanatic attack from the shadow.
I think Mikey can get into contact with Double Four.
That's what he always says.
Double 4 situation.
Oh, speaking
hold
of
on.
Bleach,
Double 4 said, quote unquote, ever since you made the video insulting him, he said, fuck you and fuck everything you stand for and your channel's dead.
oh, okay. Sounds like Double 4. Anyway, Bleach Fanatic's gonna get released from jail soon.
Oh, and what a joy that will be.
Yeah, but he's on probation.
We should get him on the anime law. That'll get you some views. If you care about that.
Dude, I'm not trying to get myself in trouble. Like, you can't be on YouTube and then the very next day he shows up on YouTube on somebody's stream. I can act like I didn't know.
Actually, here's the thing. It's a loophole. He's not allowed to be on YouTube, but technically it's a Google Hangout, so you could still let it. Technically, he's on probation from anything YouTube for his first couple months out. He can't
Gee, did you read the legal dissertations, my friend? How do you know
No.
this? Like,
No.
just reading
Well,
between
no
the
offense.
lines.
I won't trust your legal judgment on that.
Believe me, I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I don't want to be that
Yeah,
guy
you
that's
look like you know what you're talking about. Trust me.
They're like, you're, what's the word? You're the guy that like encourages the bad behavior. You're an enabler, right? Like, you knew he couldn't be on YouTube. You invited him to the stream.
I don't encourage bad behavior. I just accept the fact that it'll happen from time to time, and you just gotta allow it to happen and take it as it goes. You just gotta understand.
Okay, Big Lebowski. Want to do us all a favor and turn your phone horizontally?
So the
So we can stop
horizontal
looking
display
at
is
that
really
eyesore.
overrated. Horizontal display. It's just.
No, just grab like I get it. You probably don't have a stand for your phone. Just take like a cup.
I'm getting a laptop soon. So this
Just
crap will be over soon. I'm gonna get a phone soon. I'll get a phone soon. I mean, I'm getting
what are
my
you on right
laptop soon.
now?
I'm on my phone. I misspoke. I'm getting my college laptop soon.
Well, I have a question for y'all, which is something that confused me. Everybody wants to get on a stream, right? And you said the anime community, everybody showed up for the streams. Yet, I see all of you. All of you have like reasonably talkative. Like, why don't you guys make your streams, guys? Like, why don't you
Because
Because
I
they know
don't
they'll
want to
get
do it
blown
all
out
through
by
a
the
phone.
competition.
Because
This community is pretty much dead, Trillion. So like, even if I were to try and do it, like I don't know where to get the support from and stuff.
you don't need support. What support do we have? We have fans, and that's it. You don't need to make money. You just
But I
do
don't
it to have
have
fun.
I don't
Who
have any
cares?
fans.
Who
Now
cares?
it's time. Now it's
But I
time
don't.
for truth talk. You,
We're doing
Well,
this shit for fun anyway.
if you think that you need to rely on fans in order to create a platform for yourself, then you're simply inconfident. You need to learn how to gain some
Well,
self-respect.
that's not necessarily true. A lot of people get their
That's
money from Patreon. That Patreon money is strong.
That's also true.
Ask King of Lightning how strong Patreon money is.
That's differently. There's a difference about making a podcast because you like to do so and you like to speak and you're very talkative and you want to find financial gain from doing such things. You adding extra factors into the situation, and that's the problem. You have to understand, if you like to talk and you like to be who you are, then why don't you just make something that further enhances that?
Well, yeah, fair enough.
That is fair.
That's what I did. Like, we never had any fans before. We just started posting shit, and
Why?
eventually you guys came in and you started going on our stream. That's the same shit, right? Like, just start it. Go ahead. Like, if that's what makes the community alive, then that's what you need to do. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, remember, Nexus was nothing before he came onto the anime law. And
Is that factual? Is that factual?
dude, I fuck with Nexus. I love Nexus. He's a cool guy, but I don't know. He's just too easy of a target when he's not here.
Well, what was that thing Mikey used to say? That's factual. That's factual. That's what Mikey used to say.
Stop
He used to
quoting
say that.
people that aren't here, man.
I'm not
It's
talking
cool.
about people. There's a difference. I'm obviously not talking shit right now.
Come on, dude.
Overall, before you try to think of anything financially, you have to think of, do you love doing what you want to do? So if you love being in these streams, then you can easily just make your own. That's
Oh,
just
this shit
facts.
is fun. This shit is fun.
Yeah, like, just show around, talk. People will join in. If you need support, by all means, we'll jump on your stream and just give you viewership if we're that popular. I don't think we are, but by all means, like,
Perhaps I'll make one.
yeah,
Perhaps.
Yeah, please.
Perhaps.
Yeah, I
Perhaps.
wouldn't. I'm too lazy for that
Perhaps.
shit.
Now,
dude,
please,
what's
please,
better
Salty,
than
give us
just
your
talking
knowledge.
shit?
This is my
in a
first
live-
stream on camera. Like,
laziness, content creation.
how long did it take you guys to start looking at the camera instead of looking at the screen on a regular basis? How long did you have to get used to looking at the camera instead of the screen?
Just look at
We
the
didn't.
screen.
I don't look
We
at the
did it.
camera. I look at the screen a majority of the time.
Yeah,
Because when you look at the camera,
Positioning
it
of
creeps
the
people
camera.
out.
It
Yeah.
depends on the positioning of the camera.
dude, it's creepy when you look at the camera. Don't. You're fine as you are. Don't worry about it.
All right, fuck it. I don't care anymore.
Okay, hold on. This dude in the comment section is asking for a wink. So anybody want to wink at him?
No,
The new
actually,
guy.
fuck it.
No.
How is that a wink?
Wait, hold on. We need everyone to see this.
I don't care. I didn't really care to put effort into it. Okay.
Go ahead. Finish your job.
Yo, what even is this profile picture? Is this? Can you guys see that?
Which one?
You can't see it when I'm on it, but look. That looks like. Is that a One Piece character getting ready to give a blowjob?
One Piece is
Oh,
garbage. One
that's
Piece is
pretty-
garbage.
Wow.
Please.
That was just
Somebody
to get your guys'
said
attention. Scott, is slow. Okay, it's not garbage. I just get irritated. Skypiea is still my favorite arc. I have yet to see
That is
something
an
top
objective as
Skypiea.
the best dog. If only I
I
can like
see
actually
something
speak
that
here, but man,
in terms of personal enjoyment. I mean, Skypiea just felt like a complete arc. It didn't felt rushed
it
or
was a very
slow.
good
It just
adventure.
felt
Yes,
perfect. It just felt perfect. Skypiea was so
and
good.
Nell was the best villain.
And now, yes, yes, he is. Yes, he is.
But yeah, everything after that, it did start to go downhill. Well, at least in the New World, man. New World was a mistake.
Here's the two things of characters. There's character development and characterization. Okay, like NL, he didn't have a character arc. He didn't have characterization. I mean, he didn't have a character arc. He didn't have character development, but his characterization was good. Okay, I enjoy that shit. Boom, he was a fun character. You know, I enjoyed him for what
He
he was.
knew what he needed to do. He just wanted to be a fun villain. That's what he was, a fun villain. But
I'm not trying to turn this into a One Piece stream. I just want to
no, turn
It
it
already
to
get
One
out
turned
of
Piece.
my
Do it. Do it. Gotta turn it
Yeah,
to
it
One
kind of
Piece.
already did when you said when you said One Piece sucks. Which, by the way, you're probably gonna piss off a lot of
Yeah,
viewers.
I love One Piece. I read One Piece, but I don't really want to talk about it right now.
like.
So,
Here's the thing: Dragon Ball is my favorite series, but I don't get mad when people say it's garbage because I don't get emotionally attached to the series. I can enjoy what's good and acknowledge what's bad. You know?
Oh wow, common sense. No, dude, chill. This is too much.
What? What? My
Oh
God.
wow, too much. Wow, you're gonna intellectually destroy us like this, man. Just, dude,
We didn't
dude.
ask for this.
Yes, dude.
Oh my god.
I mean, truly, in your knowledge, it surpasses man.
What did you say again? Can you repeat
Trillion,
that?
your knowledge. All your knowledge, Trillion.
Newnage, boys. Newnage. In my garage in my Lamborghini here.
Danny, stop spreading this blasphemy in the comment section.
Wait, what? Wait, what's going on in the comment section?
Danny is posting blasphemy in the comment section.
Fuck the comment
damn.
section.
Danny made a factual statement. The comment section, don't say fuck the comment section. You just came from it. You got to respect where you come from.
No,
Dude.
no.
All right, gotta respect the come up, but
Dude, you
listen.
have to understand. You
I
have to
can't
understand.
read the comment section because I'm on my phone. I'm gonna have to
Yeah,
leave
I'm
the
on my
stream
phone.
and go to
I'm
the...
on my mobile application. I'm on my mobile application.
What I basically stated.
Dude, Danny, what you need to understand is I don't show up. I'm not in YouTube because I want to grow channels or whatever. All I want to do is fool around. So I just go into other people's shit and they grow the channel, and I just show up when I show up. That gives me like liberty, right? I don't have to manage anything.
Okay.
Like that's why I'm who I am. But just
anymore. Oh.
That's the reason why I
Then you're-
made that statement, because overall, and I'll read it for everyone who didn't see it, I said, the truth is, if Trillion made a channel in the beginning of anime law and found a demographic that fit him, he would have outgrew Louis' channel. And that's
No, everyone can
Trillion's-
read, Danny. It's fine. They can go see it themselves.
Oh,
You know, do you know big but isn't Anime Central, bro. He had original.
No.
He wasn't just doing live streams and analysis videos. He had actual original content on his channel.
And he sold out. Your point?
What do you mean he sold out? Explain.
Dude, the last I saw of him, he was making reaction videos.
Oh yeah, he is making React Central. He is doing reaction videos. And he has a Patreon, but, you know, I still like his content. I hop in his Twitch streams every now and then. Cool dude.
Shit, hold up.
The last time I saw that man do anything was when he was playing like Kingdom Hearts 2 years ago.
Yo, people have been telling me that I should get a Discord, and then once I decide on Xbox or PlayStation that I should get a Twitch. Do you guys concur?
Louis Cord.
I agree with that statement.
Yeah, Louis, you would probably... I could see you as a Twitch streamer.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. Wait.
That's
I don't know why.
Actually entered a stream or two. I played a few games. I played Civilization with a friend of mine on a stream. It's actually very easy to do.
Somebody told me you need like crazy internet connection.
For what?
Nah.
I don't know. For Twitch,
I'm
I
truly
guess.
lags and I didn't lag.
If you want to have
It's
high
just the
quality,
Google
yes.
Hangouts.
And then
Here's
what about Discord? What is Discord?
Are you saying
Discord's like it's like a little. Wait, is that a hypothetical? No, a rhetorical question.
No, I mean it.
Oh, okay. So like Discord is just it's like another group. Wait, I can't explain it well. It's like
I'll
it's
tell
an
you
app
this. If
where
you
It's
use
like
Discord,
Skype, group calls,
Discord?
like another
Yeah.
Hangouts for gaming, basically.
Oh,
No,
Yeah,
I don't
there's
even
like
know
a-
one of those.
Let me
Louis,
describe Discord in a way a
if Louis
friend
gets
described it to me.
Discord, then he will never see me in his live streams again. If you get Discord, you'll connect it to your YouTube, and I can never sneak into your live streams. So you can do that.
Regardless,
Well, when you put it
Let me-
like that,
well, what Discord is everything that every communication platform tried to do, Discord combined and made it better and more intuitive. That's how my friend described it to me, and I can't disagree.
One thing people use with Discord a lot is a Rabbit. People use Rabbit a lot with Discord. If you use Discord, it has voice chat, and then you can like watch movies together with people online using Rabbit. The problem is you can't stream your own content. It has to be all online. Like you have to stream from Crunchyroll or Netflix, which is stupid. You can't just stream VLC or something.
Hey, remember when Jinx made that video damage controlling reaction videos, and then he said that the reason he makes reaction videos is so that
Louis,
people
didn't
who
you?
are lonely can watch them with him.
Yeah,
Is
that
that
was
basically
really
what you're saying about
bullshit.
Discord then? People use it for that reason. They can watch movies together. Ooh. Intimate.
That's only a small. That's only a small aspect of what Discord offers. Discord basically is just like what we're utilizing right now, Hangouts. Just as
Yeah, Hangouts.
Trillion said, it gets the best of what is implemented through multiple mass media platforms, and they bring it into their own. So they have the screen sharing element. They have you talk to multiple people within a call. You can make group chats. You can even make your own server, and when you make that server, basically you control everything that is within it. So if you made your own server and you made your Discord account,
Oh shit!
you make the Louis Cheeks Discord account, and after that, you control what you can allow in there. So it basically is the best way for you to have anything Discord related.
You can have like shit post content or like
Oh my
not safe for work content. Just
Oh my
all
god!
this stuff.
Oh shit!
Tell them what you said.
Hey, show your brother.
Oh, huh?
What is it?
Oh, there's multiple people here. Oh
Holy
shit.
fuck.
Guys, my
Yo,
fruit-
you got a whole party going on, and then we're here.
Yummy.
What cereal you eating, bro?
Warrior. Hey, if your Fruity Pebbles do not taste like the LGBTQ community, they're
Yo, wait, go back. Hold on. Is that Oni? No, turn around again.
it's with color dye.
Is that Oni Mihawk?
No, it's not.
No,
Oh,
it wasn't.
buddy. Oh, no.
Yo,
It's
that's
not.
Oni Mihawk.
You know what?
Not
You know
everyone's here, man.
what he did? That piece of shit kicked me out of the Anime Was a Mistake Facebook group because I posted a fight video. Fuck him.
Yeah, I heard that guy made like a huge was making a huge purge
Oh
in
yeah,
that
he
Facebook group.
was kicking people out of the group like crazy because like he had a girlfriend or some shit and he didn't want her seeing like fight videos and like porn shared in the Facebook group, so he like banned people for sharing fight videos.
Who the hell adds their girlfriend to an anime group?
Yeah, that's
I don't know. I guess him. I guess he does.
The type of people you guys talk about in your streams.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Fair point.
What porn do you watch?
But what
Don't
if
ask me that.
What if he's just trying to show the filth of the community that you can get a girlfriend? What if he's trying to change the people for the better?
Oh, wait. Repeat that again, Denny.
What if he's just trying to show the
This
people
means you can watch as much porn as you want.
to change people for the better? That if you stop watching fight videos and stop watching porn, then you can get a girl.
You know what they say with
He's
big,
trying to help you guys out.
big ball.
Yeah, I'm good with 2D. I don't need 3D, thank you.
And this is why Trillion and
Say
Louis
what?
consistently. This is why
What?
Trillion and Louis
Fuck
consistently
that stuff.
watch the
No,
filth.
Tom Segura is fucking weird.
When you have these type of ideologies and
Ollie, Grandma's asleep. We don't want to wake
Oh
up
my
Grandma.
God, I can't
Oh
hear.
my god, dude, this guy with the fucking red Spider-Man looking shirt. Who
What
are you
did you say?
talking to?
Tobey
bro?
Maguire is the best Spider-Man. Tobey
My
Maguire.
grandma's asleep. Ooh, it's
Killed
past her
Bugs.
bed.
No, Danny, you said something. Can you repeat that?
He said something 3 times, and
Yeah, he said
nobody
something.
could hear it.
I said maybe
It's not
the
like we're
reason,
gonna.
maybe the
Yeah, go
reason
ahead.
why he was trying to change the community in that group up on Facebook is because he wanted to show you guys if you stop posting these fights and posting porn, maybe you can get a girlfriend. Maybe you can change and he could reform the community that is being called filth by the likes of Louis and Trillion, because if you can't do certain things like this, which is obviously normal in normal society, then you might need to fix yourself.
I can see your point.
Who's dying now? Come on.
My brother has
jeez.
Netflix on, and my grandma's trying to sleep.
Hey, go show this to your grandma.
I'm not yelling. I'm not yelling.
Let's go see your grandma.
Yeah.
My voice is not louder than the TV.
No, let's go say hi to Nana.
No, we
Go
don't.
ahead.
Yeah, dude, let's do
No,
a trip.
Let's
No,
do
he's
it. Everyone who
not.
votes, no, everyone who wants to go see his Nana, say aye.
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 Aye. You got to do it now, right? Like I triple dog dare you.
Come on, dude.
Oh, are we doing that childish shit? Oh my god. I haven't heard that. I haven't heard dog there, triple doggy dog. I haven't heard that shit in years.
Well, hold up. Trippy doggy dog sounds like a really weird sex position, but triple dog dare, that was
He's
the
just
shit
trying
back in
to
the day.
change the subject. Oh, the nanny.
Oh shit. Alright. Oh yeah.
Come on, dude.
Come on, dude, do it.
Do it.
Man.
I'm rooting for you.
What?
Just a quick peek, like sneak into the room.
What?
Come on, live on there, do it.
What?
Like, do real quick,
Come on.
real simple, real clean.
What?
Don't.
What?
Come on.
Oh, he's playing the whole I
Yeah.
can't hear you card.
What?
Yeah, showing like his face, his friends, his all of that is fine, but sweet old Nana's too much, isn't it?
No, that's not it, bro. You have to do it now. You're in too deep with the rest of us.
Maybe
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
naked
What?
or something like that. Shut the fuck up, dude.
Dude,
What?
see,
You're not gonna. I'm not doing that shit. There is no discussion for that. There is no discussion.
Pussy.
We just want to see.
What? What?
I you triple that fat pussy, I
All
swear,
right, so
man.
is it time
What?
is it time to be intellectuals and change the subject, or are we just gonna keep saying what and entertain?
This is another iteration of who?
All right, hold up, guys. I'm gonna try and do something.
All right.
What?
So have you guys seen the recent drama between Finna World and Digibro?
Yeah, it's been blowing. It's been
saw-
blow.
I saw for Neverworld's video, Digibro made 2 videos. He made an After Dark video and he made a Crunchyroll video. Honestly, it's just run-of-the-mill YouTube drama to get everyone involved, likes and views and money. They're all probably friends behind the scenes. They're all probably in their DMs hanging out. You know, it's just for money.
I highly doubt that, but sure, whatever, man.
Well, for everyone involved.
Are the hosts educated on this scenario?
Dude, am I the only one who thinks that Digibro is depressed and he's secretly calling out for help?
Like we're at a restaurant, you know.
I mean, who isn't depressed at time and age?
Asian, my dad will be like,
I'm
No,
not.
but Digibro he's making an effort. He's to cry for help, man.
No,
I was in Vietnam.
they're just making money.
I'm making money too. It doesn't really, it doesn't take away the depression element.
Yeah.
Anything.
Everyone is making money, bro.
On the left, if you know what I mean, buddy.
That's fucked up.
Hey, let's go see one of your friends then. If you won't tease us with your Nana, then let's go see one of your friends. Let's go hardcore close up. Oh, Toby left. See, because it just got weird.
Nah, Toby
Oh,
left
man.
us bored with all this stupid shit. I thought we were gonna talk about some real shit.
The black guy starts talking to us. My dad.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait,
On
wanna
the
talk about
anime law, you thought we were gonna talk about real shit?
Looking down, I'm like, how
Huh?
weird are you about
Yeah,
to
we
be?
just
Yo.
talk about anime here, man. We like anime.
Yo,
We like our waifu.
Louis, can you post the link again? Somebody's trying to get in here.
I don't care.
Just either an email or the link through.
All right, I'll just do that.
Since we talk about some real shit, then let's all look back and have a real discussion. Where do you guys see yourself in 10 years? Let's have some real talk.
Probably
What's your
dead.
goal in the real talk, Danny? Is that like your shtick now? Are you a motivational coach or something without us knowing?
Speaking of
Sure,
that,
man. There's
Yeah,
three
man, Danny
things
has
that you
character
have to
development.
exactly. Three things: character development, shout outs, and respect. That's all you need.
Remove respect part. We don't do that here.
I mean,
Yeah.
Jester? Hey.
I want to stick around. I want to see what it looks like and stuff, but just for a second. But
What are you doing with your hand, dude?
get it
I don't know.
I don't know.
Dude, are you
Let's
having a
ignore
seizure?
that.
Stop. It won't
Let's ignore
stop.
that.
It
Slow you
won't.
down real quick. Let's
Wait.
ignore that and let's talk about some real
Whoa.
shit. Because I asked
Oh,
a serious
welly.
question and no one could
Well.
respond to that. So
Oh, welly.
that goes back to the problem with the fucking community. I asked the question, where do you see yourself in 10 years? You can't even fucking respond, but I bet you have a fucking theory or prediction on where One Piece is gonna be. So, like, this is what I'm talking about. You're more invested into these anime series than your own fucking life at this point.
Dude, Danny. If people advertise what they're gonna do in the future, that's how people fail. If you have a plan,
Actually,
keep it simple.
let me address this right now with like an anime, like, and it's just a medium. It's just you don't like anime. There's just some anime that you like, right? Just like
What?
with books, you don't like books. There's some books that you like. It's all mediums. It's just mediums. It's just things,
That
and
was
there's
the
certain
most
books
stupid.
you like, just like there's certain anime you like. It
That
doesn't
was
matter,
the most
you know.
stupidest shit I heard all day right now. I
So,
don't
like people ask people, "Oh, do you like anime? Do you like books?" They all just seem like stupid questions to me because it's like, okay, sure, what books? Because not all books are the same, you know. There's some books that are garbage and some books that are good. What are you talking about? What do you mean? What do I like books? What are you talking about?
So,
Why is
Sultan,
this
do you
my
like
first
food?
time in the anime lab and I'm already suicidal?
Yeah.
Hey, we did our job.
Oh
Yep.
man.
Good job, man. You've achieved it. You've reached it. See, this is the shit we have to deal with every time we invite you guys in. See?
Just 6 losers. Oh, wait, 7 losers on a Friday night, having fun.
8-10 seconds.
I only counted
Well,
6.
it's morning for me here, man. I'm not wasting my evening on this. Trust me.
Feels so good.
Yo, Louis. So have you started college yet?
Can I use your room?
I am. Oh wait, hold on. We're about to go see Nana.
All right. All right.
No, we're not actually.
Now,
Where are you taking
seriously,
us then? The bathroom?
do you guys have any careers that you want to have in life? Like,
I want to be a lawyer, so I'm currently working towards that.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I have no idea what I want to do, and I think that's okay.
as long as you try to fulfill yourself, then that's all that matters, honestly. But you got to fulfill yourself with something because you can't waste time. There's a difference between actually finding what you want to be and just wasting your time with mediums like anime and shit.
Hey, but Toby asked if I'm in college. Yeah, this is my last semester, or it should be. So
Yeah,
Can
we're
someone
both
have it
graduating
turn
at the
off the
same
lighting?
Damn, it's
Great.
been that long. Oh my god.
It's been that long.
Jeez.
Yep.
How do I
Oh
turn
my-
off the lighting?
Jesus Christ,
Like,
bro.
dude,
Time
I
has
made
fly-
this channel. I made the Louis Senpai channel my sophomore year in high school.
Oh my god. Yo, it's been that long. Oh jeez, time flown by, man.
Like, it just goes to show how much of a loser I was back then. Like, I thought anime was the answer.
Back in the Sergeant Madge days.
Damn straight. Yeah, dude, we got a real fan back here. I love it.
Yep.
Back with those Naruto. I remember back when you were making those Naruto rant videos.
Oh,
Back when you,
dude, my
back
Yeah, I
when
remember
you thought
those.
that
Those
fairy
some
tale
good
was an
memories,
actually
man.
good
you
series.
flatter me, bro.
Remember when he used to love Fairy Tale? He bought like the first volume.
Yeah, then he said he fucking burned it too.
God damn. No, don't remind me of those days, man. There were ups and downs, right? Like everything.
Bruh, then you call Louis out, and then
Where
it was
you
hilarious.
going?
Don't kill yourself.
Fuck Fairy Tale.
Whoa! What is Sultan? What are you doing?
Huh?
He's on the
What you
I've
doing?
been trying to figure that
What?
out the entirety of the time he's been here. I'm trying to figure out what the hell is going on with him, but like,
I want to go meet his friends.
I just think he's going through a stroke.
Nah,
Yeah,
I just
that was my
don't
first
have to do what the fuck you want me to do. I'm not gonna wake up my grandma at like 1 in the morning, you know?
You don't
It's
have
that
to wake
simple.
her
Why
up.
not? You only live once, and she probably already lived.
But I don't have to do it.
If everyone could use one word to describe Sultan, what would it be?
Dude, Danny, stop
Fact.
asking these like survey questions.
Stroke,
yeah,
seizure.
ADHD, definitely.
Danny, you're asking an impossible question. I got like multiple words. I got at least 3.
And I asked that so Sultan can respond, so he can receive this criticism and see what he needs to do to become a better person in the future.
Oh, Danny, please.
It's all about the character development, man. It's all about it.
Or
Dude,
I mean,
you're
there's
like
nothing
that
to
guy
say.
who smokes the blunt.
There's
Who's like, keeping it real, right? Look, stop with that shit, man.
Hey, 420 get high every day, legalized California like last year.
I thought weed was already legal in California.
It
No,
is.
I said last year it was legalized, but it was already legalized in Colorado.
Weed is the last thing you need to worry about. You need to get some
True.
drinking water. That's what you need. You need to figure out how to deal with those droughts.
You're thinking of Michigan.
Shout out to all my people in Detroit.
Hey, think about it this way. You guys don't need lighters. You got the forest fires to do it for you to light that shit up.
Oh, I'm not gonna front. That hurt a little bit. I can take it. I'm a big boy. It was only 3 blocks from my house. Yeah, I can take it.
No, dude,
Now
you're
let's have that triangle where he lives. We got the hacking skills, the IP over.
Sultan's been doxxed now.
Dude, there's been so many fires all over the state. I went to Oregon, right? And
we're talking about
I went to
fires,
Crater
my bad.
Lake, and you can't even see the lake because there's so much fog from all the fire. The closest fire was 40 miles away. It was nuts.
That shit is
Sounds
now
crazy.
that's crazy. Now that's crazy. That's
The
crazy.
only thing that I can say in regards to that, even if you believe in God or not, is that you're just blessed overall because you never know when a fire could happen or not. As long as it's not near you, you gotta count your blessings, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And continue preaching the gospel, Dan.
Word, Danny, word.
I need a fucking cigarette.
Hey, you want to bring me one, bro?
You got a square? You got a square?
Oh, shout out to my boy Mikey Trillion. How do you feel that the water's in your lungs? Got that water vapor all up in there. Is it exhilarating?
How
Yo,
much
Trillion, why did you
You
send
end
me
up
this?
spending in total on vape. Is it an expensive hobby or is it an inexpensive thing? Vaping.
vaping. Certainly cheaper than smoking regular cigarettes. I'll tell you that much.
Oh,
Yo,
yeah.
Trillion, what's that drawing on your mirror? There's like
dick.
yeah, it looks like
I
a
was-
dick.
Yeah, I was explaining something to a friend about interlating circles, and I drew it there because that's how I think. So I have a chalkboard there, but now I removed it. So now I'm using the mirror again. That's what I do in order,
You
to
drew
get
it
my
on
ideas.
the mirror.
Yeah, with whiteboard pencil. You can just wipe it out. It's
Yeah, I know,
super
but
convenient.
like, why not just use the whiteboard? It's probably a
Well, I
couple
don't
feet
have-
away.
Well, the whiteboard is right in front of me there. I can't exactly reach it as comfortably when I'm standing up. So that's why I use that one there.
You wanted everyone in the stream to see the titty or the collection of titties.
Well, back on the smoking topic, when Trillion stops smoking nicotine juices and he wants to get on some real shit, it will cost him around $40 to $60 to smoke a gram.
Well, here's the thing. I love my tobacco. I don't smoke cigarettes because they're shit tobacco.
So get waxed.
Like what I do is I smoke pipe. I smoke
Do you
cigars.
smoke Argila? Argila?
I don't know what that is, but if it's tobacco, I'd probably smoke it if I get access to.
Never.
Some people call it hookah, like some. Where,
hookah.
like,
Hookah is super popular here in Kuwait. Dude, we
yeah,
have hookah.
in Jordan, some people call it Argila in Jordan.
Yeah, in our place we just refer to it as shisha or hookah in English.
Like
shit, man. It's the shit. It's amazing. Great tobacco.
With Arabic, like, how do you guys like keep the words common between each other? Because like my dad was telling me, like there's so many different dialects of Arabic based on the different countries and like the people.
Yeah, we don't. That's the thing. We sort of know what words we infer, but there's no real
way to truly understand what someone else is saying from a different dialect.
No, we have some relation words. Kuwait is a very mixed culture, so we have Syrians here, we have Egyptians, we have Jordanese, we have Lebanese. Like a lot of people should come here to make money because Kuwait is a rich country. So we understand the dialects, but we don't understand them enough. There is some miscommunication here or there, but we understand it enough to communicate properly.
Yeah. That's what my dad was telling me. It all basically just comes down to inference. When you're talking to different people that speak Arabic from different areas, you really need to be good at inferring, he said. Like you need to be able to infer between dialect words.
That's why English is very easy for us to learn because we
just the same
infer meanings until we get it.
Who,
Yeah.
when, where, what, how. It's the same. It's the same. But
Yeah, you're not wrong there.
Anyway, guys, I do need to wrap this up. So I'm going to go ahead and announce the MVC, and then you can all say your goodbyes.
All right.
So the MVC this time around, very impressed.
Me.
It would have been Multi Pierce, but I don't think he stuck around for the latter part of the stream.
But I'm
He's
still
in the
here.
stream. He's
But I'm
here.
right
He
here,
was here all
man.
this time.
Yo, what the
Can
hell?
you hear me? Can you hear me?
Oh, that's who that is.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
Multi Pierce.
The One Piece guy, yep.
Oh. Well, then I do
Like, I
have
mean,
to
you
give
guys
him the
can hear me,
MVC
right?
now because he came into this stream.
Yep.
Yo, my guy, who would have gotten the stream? Who would have gotten it if he hadn't been in the stream though?
Danny.
Shuriken 313.
All right then. Cool.
So he can be the honorable mention. But on that note, I want to thank you all for watching. Thank you all for coming into the stream. And say what you need to say.
There's nothing I need to say.
Danny, would you do the honors and start us off?
All right.
Yeah, give us some inspirational speeches. Go ahead.
First off, you already know I gotta give the shout outs. As I said last stream, shout out to Mazaku. The month is ending and he said supposedly he's dropping his shit this month. So by next Anime Law, I suppose his mixtape or album should be out. So don't forget to check that out. Shout out to myself. I have 3 tracks on my channel if you want to go check it out. Shout out to me as well again because without me, some people would not been able to make it in this stream, and you guys make it possible for the Anime Law to be everlasting.
All right then. All right, I guess I'll go next. Wasn't how I imagined how it would be on my first appearance on the Anime Law, but it was interesting nonetheless. Hopefully, I'll be in more streams in the future. It was an honor being here, and thank you.
No, we can't. Well, I don't know. We prefer you in the comment section because you inspire so many people down there.
All right then.
But I don't know.
What about Multi Pierce? And
I mean, can you
Puerto
guys
Rican
even hear me? I keep asking.
Yeah, we can hear
this.
you. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. The thing about this channel is that I can hardly. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm kind of nervous here. Excuse me. I hardly post here anymore. I just mostly do other stuff on like my other account or whatever. Even there, I'm hardly posting anymore. I just like mainly draw and whatever. So I can't really shout out my own accounts because I'm trying to make sure that it just goes stagnant and die.
Okay.
So yeah, shout out. No shouts. I'm good.
Shout out to no shout outs. I like that.
Yeah, there you go.
What about Skinny? Skinny,
What up?
you have any last remarks, words, whatever, shout
Yeah,
outs?
you can follow me on Twitter at skinny_, if you want to see a depressed Puerto Rican going through the aftermath of Maria.
All right.
All right, fair enough. That's fair enough. And as a wrap up, I'm glad all y'all showed up. I'm sorry the guest did not show up, but hopefully next time. And
I mean, in before the guest was never real. Am I right? Am I right, guys?
Who was the guest anyway? Who was
Got
he?
you.
Who was he?
my friend
it-
Khalid was gonna talk about hentai from the 80s, but
Bro,
Oh.
I thought it was your. I swear I thought it was your brother.
no, my brother is is in Wales right now enjoying himself.
Breathe.
Yeah,
Breathe.
maybe when he comes back.
Breathe.
Oh man, I remember from that stream. Yo, what is this device?
Is it a fork? Stick it in his hair. Anyway, guys,
I'll
yeah,
tell him-
good times.
Yeah, I'll tell him to show up next time. For now,
right.
it's wait for him to show up. To
Yep.
come back to Kuwait.
Guests are tired. Good times, good memories. We'll be making more next week. Thank you all for watching. See you next time.
All right.
See ya.
Bye.